Se wani kuma kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda. Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir, the nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past. The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir, the nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
The lives of the people of Agbogboloshi matter as much as the lives of the people of East Legon or cantonments. Enti yeba hano yebesi toilets amamu yebesi toilets in all yebesi 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets in all among the people of Agbogboloshi. Usori na uko toilet uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Usori na uko toilet uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Usori na uko toilet uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari enti ye see bath houses so akaho. See 24 unit bath houses and 80 in all. 24 unit bath houses. Say there mubenya ebi mubeko na mo edware anapa. Na mo edware so na mo akota. O sorry na o ko toilet o ya obedware enya sa. Obedware. O sorry na o ko toilet o ya obedware enya sa. Obedware. O sorry na o ko toilet o ya obedware enya sa. Obedware. O sorry na o ko toilet o ya obedware enya sa. Obedware.
I do not yet. One not big door. One not to a sata. One not to
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 4:50 p.m. U.S. East Coast. It's definitely 8:50 in Ghana. In fact, I'll take a short break. A short break. What, like 20 seconds. I'll be right back. Now go the DJ. Now go the DJ. Now go the DJ. All right, welcome back to the show. You're still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 52 minutes past 4 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:52 in Ghana. We are live across the world. We are live on TV. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We are streaming live on radio tonight. You can watch this show live on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV, Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We are also live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook, Loud Silence TV on Facebook. We are streaming live tonight on Loud Silence TV on radio. If you have an Android device, just download Loud Silence Radio. You can be live. You can be part of tonight's show. You're also live on iPhone, on Apple. Go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. Tonight's show, it's about. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get some things done here. It's all about the president. Thank you, Tor. We'll also be discussing other issues on the show tonight. So if you're here tonight, call a brother and tell a brother to call a brother, sister to call a mother. That Kevin Taylor and Agostine, we are live tonight. We are going to take care of business. We are going to delete and upload tonight. The truth is here and our credibility is very intact. And you bring me the Kevin Akobedu Taylor me and I mean Jumadi we huchiame and then you bring a Ghana 170 and a matanasi. You be checking sinum ejudwum amagana fo nyina ehu bebia no kure no eda na den nwumre president Sebio Abedi president John Dramani Mahama afi ene bosome be 9 ni a Sebio yede akonwa kase ma no onyamre kakra na otukwan adra Ghana for ase weekend ye twemi John Mahama president no okosrim na udijuma bebre osrim eno yebedi hu nkomo ensem bebre wo ha ende ebetwetwe hu nkomo ebifa LGBTQ hu trumutrum hu nsem yebedi nkomo bi ewo hu yebedi nkomo afa yenuanom amu asantememu a last week omo ye kire fa kageti aho ede asem na esi ewo asantememu yebedi nkomo so afa teacher fo ana omo ye kire na otwetwe mu no omo so ye kire no ede na akosi ewo hu ye nkomo efa nyoma bi to say hospitals at John Mahama could edisikan ekobo forma sebio omudi hu dwuma ama ye nyina ye nutua ye bedi nkomo bi so afa ECG transformer ho sensem abkoso ede na ewum ede na ekoso o kana eduma na aso no ede na ekoso ECG for kasa energy minister John Abugina Poso edi nkomo bi afa ho ye bedi nkomo afa Mahamudu Bawumia akeka nsem bia ewo se sebio Ghana for eyina no ne adwen se omoma ne tete no na nka ebia nko bekasa nka sebio nyanse bi bedi echi nenso otum sadada na fufuro bi ambaye abozege aka nsem hunu bi a ye be chirechire mu nde wontumi so nsensem na ye court no de na akosi ende nwumbre ye ho nkomodie edubu ahenso case na ye court no eno so nkomodie ewo ho ye bedi nkomo afa Accra Kumasi road no nipa bi de nsem bi atudwa Godfrey Damia na sebio otisika eto judges no waka judge for ho nsem eno so ye bedi ho nkomo Paramount Chiefs amo Ghana de na ekoso ho ena sebio nsema efafa petrol ene naimos ho nsem dwumadie no abo apeso edoso na ni nyina nwumre ye bedi ahabe donhwere be miensa ene ekire anase be donhwere enan metrai se donhwere miensa ne ekire kakra bi de betumi edi dwumade efiri se sia no omo petumi na oso me be donhwere enum na media magitumi sebio mekire no kurenim nti wa odwen se de ekono nkoyi no wo na be chekire mu ye ekire Ghana for bidwumadie ne simple se sebio atro ye twa Ghana for fiti anopa ebisi ende nwumre no be delete atro no anasa me paper free Ghana for adwunum na me de no kore no egu Ghana for adwunum ansana omakoda bidwumadie no ano no omo mechi dom no the ghost team no omo no producers a dwumadie we omo boa amechekire na de brew e we wiasa fa na nyina in Africa, Asia, Europe and Americas. We are all watching, and this is the most authoritative political talk show on the planet right now. We are streaming live from our studios in Washington, D.C. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Nipa Bibri Eshemi or YouTube. There are so many also on Facebook. I can see so many people watching me on TikTok. Your Facebook page in here, with all due respect, and that's Loud Silence TV. TikTok, Kevin Taylor _WADR. And also, yes, YouTube, official YouTube name, Loud Silence TV. And you bring digital TV, be able to me, actually, Jumadie just search for Loud Silence TV on sa ebekanye and it's our multi TV so African countries 22 and then Jumadie we echegu TV so into an international platform will be a share every ewiase afane nyina. If you're here tonight, I'd like to say thank you very much. Meso Beniaji say enyumbre minwe share ha. Tonight's show is very packed. It's more political, more explanations, more reading, and also making sure the truth stands tall. So now on YouTube, I'd like to say thank you. Let me say hello to one or two people or more. Jumadie will send in your brain. Na minchia dodono na minfa Jumadie no enhyehyɛ so. On YouTube, me who will be to say a year. Kuta watching me tonight. Sophia is also live on YouTube tonight. Also a year. Mona Ewa Facebook this evening. Jemima is watching me. Jemima Thompson is live tonight on a year Facebook. Also a year Akparibo Eric is also live tonight watching me. Me who will be so to say Adams watching me. Amiya watching me this evening. Emmanuel Asibi is also live on Loud Talents TV tonight. On TikTok, so many people on TikTok this evening. Good evening to Ikuya, TikTok class prefect in Yumbre. BK Paul is live on TikTok this evening. Thank you very much. Ikuya is live here. Thank you very much. Ikuya Benjamin is watching. Kevin Teller and the Gold's team. Son of Bosco is also live here. I can see Omario watching me this evening. Benny Nice is watching me. Thank you. Lord Brains is also live on TikTok this evening. Who will be Nana Kwame Julius watching me. Thank you very much. Omar is live here. Kent Talem is watching me live on TikTok. Nana Kwame is back. Brian is also watching me. Lord is back again. Also, Ishmael Alote is watching Kevin Telenego's team this evening. Big Alhaji is watching me. Also, Ishmael Alote is back again. Also, Ahanta is watching me live on TikTok this evening. Obi to say Adoma Vivian watching me this evening. Thank you very much, Vivian, for being here tonight. Who will be Samuel Sego Senior watching me this evening. Thank you very much, Samuel, for being here tonight. I can see Clemens tonight. He's also live on this platform. YouTube and on Facebook. And your man points live here. I can see Florence Adonu watching me live tonight. Masro Some is watching me. Official is live. Amos Labi Osadu is watching Kevin Telenego's team. Faustina watching me. Amos is live. Believe Mohammed is also live on YouTube. Oga Beat GH is live on YouTube. Also a year quote I think Aquila is live here. Maz Babatu is watching me. Richie Luxuries is watching me. Thomas Colite is live here. Stephen is watching me. Desmond, thank you very much to every single person. Wajipene say Enyumbre. Elijah is also watching me live on TikTok. Elijah is live here. I'm also here. Elijah is here. Lennox is live on YouTube. TikTok. Ubia Benyi also is live on TikTok tonight. Also, my Baba, the Don't Cut It, says that I need a haircut. Don't Cut It is also watching me. Good evening to Don't Cut It. Don't Cut It. I'll be visiting you next week. I'm in here. Don't Cut It. I'll be visiting you next week for a haircut. So schedule me for next week. Don't Cut It. Don't Cut It. Schedule me for next week. You just texted me that I need a haircut. I know. I get so busy I forget I need a haircut. Don't Cut It. So schedule me for next week. I will come around to get a haircut. Obia Eshemi Enyumbre, I really appreciate you being here tonight. Mama Enfa Jumadi and Enchesha so Edian Ekoso Amente ya Nipebi Ekikansem Nago de Alaji and so Nasa Wishmadi and Alaji said, welcome to the show.
I do not actually. What did I do? What
Ekunanga se mu de debi on kache mahama se onya botre na nipo mu okuru no memfo mem obufo mbom so mu de ekuru mu de enyumre etutu alaji etutu malam sanukade malam sanukade wherever you are bia or say you do sometimes so nipa ejine ni kakra na nye de bia na be alawa kuba you do sometime na nyankopon anim say hia time kakra into alaji so atini name alaji ne kono na edu baby na alaji tweke ene na ebedi hu komo kakra Quran mu de Quran kafa tweke alaji bu nipa hodo mo nana e wo se ebusa Quran kakra se tweke na ya na se nye because alaji na de pan yese baby na de pan yese no na se e wo se ebusa mu ende alaji nye bone ebia onim ana malam nim enti ebebusam se Quran tia twerking ana se ntia because me say baby na alaji malam the ton ebu ne panibu na de panibu aje mi say ya aje all right konkonsa be na what town konkonsa be ni wa mo me fa so na ye hu de ye be ye hu na ye nko ye nim so konkonsa ni what dia ye betum de dwumade no ahihye so. His name is what? Malam Horoso. Malam Horoso. Good evening to Malam Horoso. Hey Malam Horoso, we need you. Well, just we are not trying to con or you're turning you hold on Malam, a hard guy. Me sure some Malam no dibe 17, 18 friend to pack. I say you need the echo. And I say a friend be Ice Tea. And Ice Cube. I say didn't be me sure so dibe 18, 19 need a friend to pack. And Ice Tea. And I say Bedman. And I say be a near friend a year Method Man. I had there I did the baku. I zongo the other head there. Who do zongo the to pack bed 3 and I say Bedman 3. I still bed 4. And I say be a DMX. It's just for Obestomono. Omaji America didn't know so I Timberland. I want to turn in more follow. But if you live on feeling me. But I wouldn't a hero, no problem. It have one feeling rough. Malam Horoso. And it didn't be a short time Malam Horoso. Odi 18, 19 honum baby no. They said there on yes I money by way Nigeria crack. Time I know 17, 18 that's a different DMX. And I said Tupac, and I said Ice Tea, and I see a friend Eminem, and I see a friend a Diba Method Man. I'm not didn't you be put to your home. Mo don't go for away mo. Well, stop on one lie. Name Basaba, a control name Munjamu name. Hey, good evening to Chef Munjamu. SWO2 Munjamu. A very solid senior warrant officer Munjamu SWO2 very solid man, very solid guy. Now Nas because zongo ne wenya Nas o hananya zongo papa mama ka bi nchire mo ye ne me nyini wo zongo me godfather wo zongo ye fa ne Mystic Lawa oboase zongo ono ne fie ne ye Christmas in Egypt emo e de okọ honwumbre na bom dia ne sister beti bia ma obeto so Christmas in Egypt oba oboase zongo a also wo hwehwe Christmas in Egypt the best rice in oboase. Yes, Oboase best rice emo e de ewozongo na sa emo de for Christmas in Egypt. Christmas in Egypt. Mystic Lawa or godfather Oboase or they introduce me to zongo or they share me the in and out of zongo. They also in the inisa here and some also Canadian Sauka. So with me I was able to make good friends in zongo without offending anybody. Even though I'm a Christian, me Anglican no. Mystic Lawa, my godfather, was able to tell me, Kevin, how you drew her bumuase, how you drew her walk this way, how you drew her srise, how only penny kasa nakazua. Then he showed me every single thing. In the technical meaning, it says zongo niakora because I'm in principles, no. Into me catch say a hona dini wo uba zongo nasu we nyasa dini bia na esa wo ma zongo papa. Me minim zongo papa DMX nasty day. Jay-Z in their dorsum. A dear dorsal pa, I have 5 names and a dorsal. 1 to pack the dear. Ultimately, 8 to pack for 30. Oh, you have to pack grow. No, almost to pack dear. Oh, to pack dear Tintina, a boy now or call a mind to pack. Oh, can't Mustafa to pack. Young guy, quiet guy say, to pack the you don't go out to pack grow to pack the dorsal. Ultimately, to pack Augustus, your call Gasco no. A disco to pack. Oh, I'm sorry. Zo and a disco to pack. And a DMX. Hey, ready. Pimp C. And I may have Pimp C. Hey, Eddie was on go. What did you do in you could be found to your home? I mystic. And also a pazongo pa. And a day. Snoop, ubazo with Snoop no me quiet. No me dino. I no boy no so. Ya pat no so. Omom pekasa. Na Snoop ne sa de to conform ye skinny. Ya attention mo area. Omom pe gidi. Snoop. Boss why say. Osha jalabi attention Snoop. Wonderful way mo. And mo Amaru, and the baby. Now 50s, the baby 50 cents for. And when you got 50 cents, now 50 cents, and India for the can say India for to make 15, so I 50. What are you doing? You want 50 cents? I would do in India for Kruma, okay, 50 cents, or I took 50 cents. It was 50 cents for every 50, and I skew. All right, we'll just show them a okay, so, Mommy and Fancy Shesso. The first story for today in NDA, and it's got to do with a year and the assembly see a war a year asantimemu. Michia Otu for said to Nana Metoswana sorry piao. Thank you very much, Nana. Now, and the anopay sorry and near see a ja ato a year KJTia market a war asantimemu. Na ejebo jenenya bedu last week. And as Sebio, you know, be a more KJTia, a demonstration year, a year press conference, catch a Ghana for say, almost share a buying we, a 1 month, and next month, say, a buying we am a year, the KJTia na, phase 2 na, omoni a buying we, Sebio, omon penny a buying we. Mitina have a break a say, Sebio, I am be, feel very entitled. Imagine almost say, Ghana, you have a revolving form. Now the internet MPP address for 8 years. You will be a support at your second. Abidjan Bontin said they are threatening or warning the government that the same government in 2016 that constructed the phase 1 of Central Market, 8 years or 49 channel. Yentumanya KJTia phase 2 na besi timer saba na saba na emuni pasa dani almost say omobeden omobe threatening president no. In time am bufu ye. And I'm kasa da bi yanchechire man sa esa na nipa bi o man mu kire eyo mo say omo de o man ya chechire for mo. E ma metoto ma adwene ka ma adwene kire yenu anama santifoni bi omo Central Market. Sana e warning keke no omo de maye. Ade achi the following week ya omo bi akotwaja ato market nim amende ye say oh market an hisa anope video a ye hu free eye asantememu ne mum yankohwe KJTia market.
We engage Jakesa, how many minutes in Sokran intimate? Hello, I put him in. Aye.
There is see KJTia Central Market no enie eja eto ho anope ma say fire service for no etumi eso eja no mende eja no entumi anya damage na anka normally eja eye no. Now I would like to say one say eja to baby na fire service for bar ya yes education we have for a very long time, and I have seen the fire service as a jumaku. They, for countless occasions, they have been on radio, on TV, educated Ghanaians say, "Eja to baby, na fire service ba. Munyina mun free hona munja fire service for no munyo mwejuma." And as a Ghana phone be mwejimi o. Say dambi na mabo. 90% of eja eto Ghana yentumi enso ano no. Eye yeni ankasa yete ho a ye block fire service for dwumadie. Sometimes when you watch these videos, I am catch them say, "Inti I am education normally my no." And with this one, I will not blame the fire service. We have seen the fire service, the police, the MMT, DND. Every single time they get opportunity to sit on radio, much they say you use gas, send you a jato baby, and what say you tree home, not fire service for the banomo ebe dumjano. Say fire service for a bar. Now whether in so bow, in so by you, it is not your problem. Your job is that leave that place. Now fire service for no mejuma. Say eno a Jimmy ne way trimo. Say eno a concern. Say nyansan ye nimo. Say school na yan time konitina. Sebio yen nyansan hu say our lives ya yanka sanka san ya brap ya krani here. If you people block the fire service personnel, a bed no motuma dumjano. A jabe 90% a she dying, a she a juma, a she ayen to me so no 90% a mwankasa na moma a jani kunipa. If we say fire service a crab bana, momo aba assess situation and sana omodumjano. Na kwasi am paying in sisi. Me wo videos, so many videos are fire service dumja. Na Ghana ni G a host in every fire service in nsem. Ono na ekire baby a ejano also dumno. Enu nti na obi call who school or call who training. Enu na eka say so person be fire service ejuma bra na go through the training and sana ya mo be fire service personnel. Adenti na ye jimi sa de bia ya kan sebwe ya kan sa enwumbre me no ka say opama eja ento baby. Ye be woni pa o mo be block fire service for no. Ye benya nipa bi omne fire service for no be kontokwa. Adenti na hundum ni mfa ha. Ade na onfa pipe ne mfa ha. Adenti na nsuo ne maaye. So ba brochire na so mo beto se eja aso a. Enya so mo ba ya no mo reja ni mo. They first assess eja na aso no. So in a few minutes no, you need the fire service or more technique ni wa adwene ni wonyansa no to assess the situation before they start to tackle eja no. Na hwe video wo share yi. Fire service for aba. Omo mugu epono na no omo do se chen fire service for no mo be adwane nti. How can they save you? How can they prevent the fire from getting serious? Iti majority, I say Jimmy, I say nimu nyansa. I say nyoma ebe boy no amaye ne ayaboa. Because you see, NNOB kano, this is the work of NCC. But go there and see the NCC woman. Kwasiaba or to one or politics. Kwasiaba 2014, 2017 to 2024. Na sa lady no NCC Kwasiaba no, she used all her platform to do politics. And you see, sometimes mom can say, oh, I didn't need down to the office. Some of the offices, no, it is even very difficult to take people out or to sack them. And it's now, when you go to places like Shraj, NCC, and some government institution, it is not easy to get rid of the corrupt leadership because they have drafted the law in such a way, say, their term of office, they are going to finish their term. Anything a stupid woman like Sam Amen or NCC, she's still there because their laws now are creating, and they are protecting nipebi was some vital positions. We cannot do anything. So seriously, we should start learning. The fire service, say, training, the moment it is their responsibility to save lives, to save property. Your job is to step back. By your Jimmy, there be a fire service for near block near no kontokwa. Now the second thing is, I'm going to say this and I don't care what you think or how you feel. Sa ejawe makacha Ghana for say eye ye nuanoma santifoni bia omo ye MPP for no ombe shikeje tia ansa na 2028 aba. And sa ejawe eye deliberate omo be market no. And in some sense me can I na me ya because me nyinu asantimemu me wofa ne 2482 anka ade pa be fie dia asebio ade ntina asantini ana akore wo no asantime be bie na no akasa aseb no efri se minimia me nkofo minim nipa me ne omunyini ye. Sa eja hihye we afa na mo start mo behu the serious ones omo be shikeje tia no ya wo MPP for bi wasantimemu a they will deliberately set it ablaze omo be market no se Mahama ba be phase 2 no mayaka se Mahama ne be phase 1 be phase 2 di mpunti ba asantimemu ne de menu anoma santifo ni bia omo ye MPP for no omo be hyeda etwaja ato omo shop mu ashikeje tia no. So I'm going to tell the security forces now, in charge of Kejetia, and normally what they do, and they say, Omobeshigana, Omobetchain, Omobeponwa, to be the 1 week, not gradually, Omoyomen free shop or slowly. A kanyama 2x4 bia, and I do not Omobepono, no we jai gas is so, no we jai a Janiki to be no 2 no call. Into Obe free shop about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Sometime no, 90% of the people will be a call. That is the time sa gas no ebetik bim omo be market no. Masa Do not underestimate this. This is not a joke. It is, me say KJTR market, central market, it will survive 4 years way. Now it will be now survive the next 8 years, the next 40, 60. Now it's a yanko pony ho. They will burn it. MPP for no be shigano. Ombe shigano no be share Ashanti regional minister. I am telling you. Ombe shigano no be share energy minister say dumso na shigano. We are here. This is just the beginning. Omo intentions MPP for plans to say omo be shikejetia no. Omo shi central market no maka kira santifoni bi omo MPP for say won mu central market no John Mahama nsi ni ye wan waya ni ye na yeti kroma na Ashanti regional minister na nim se kokuo Simono se mensa kwa campaign beka kire se kejetia no krampo no gatas ni anye ni ye kejetia no kra enye fe kejetia no kra yensi ni ye na nsuo ba na beta ho. This is how they start. They are going to destroy kejetia. They are going to destroy central market. Omo be shino. I will tell the regional minister, security, they need to tighten security at the central market. And yes, sir, me am call for me I know how they think. Omu bi omu MPP for the best market no. Yet krom ha. Inti mami underestimate this anyo marketing kiti we. Oh, we dey na stock kiti we bi. Me say, omu be shede gas esi omu store ho, na omu dey aduane esi so, omu be pon ano matum. Obeyi ni nyoma nyina kofi, obetumi 2 weeks anya abotre yi ni nyoma ni say yetoto ni nyina o. Se sia de me ni nyoma. Ye sia de nyoma nyina esa, na aka ntuma be trepe, na the gas akwhye kona ho, entuma shop, na the gas esi so. Na waso gas no, na the banchi miensen esi so, na the so kakra bi egu no aso. Na wato store mu so okofie. Anaju 11 eja dem boom eno ano no obetwe jatum obese no all because 10 in the central market no all because NDC abase obeto phase 2 so this is the typical MPP Asantini. This is what they can do. And they be ameka me see no Asantifoni bi no I sometime intimacy sibia mo politics no I na air time Sibia na mujin say so be ebese oboa Santemai kwa na oboa Ashanti regional because of the political affiliation ti e wo se pekwan bi so ne say nipa no ne say man no eni ti na mpuntuo be ba Santememu pe na mpuntuo no ende mame musa mo Ratray Parker ye Ratray Parker ye adwuma enye adwuma nipa bi ahye da say no ade bia ye na Santememu bia e wo say NDC aban na de nsakan no MPP for mo Santememu ahye da asay no and central market is the biggest Metmaga said the biggest developmental project at MPP, NDC Ayano Asantimemu, and the MPP will find a way and burn it down. Omobeshino. Me say, Muntias Mamiki, the MPP supporters in the Ashanti region, Obubekeja to central marketing. Because there was a time where they told us to say, central marketing no crown pa, John Mahama Siano, Sebio Enyafe. A young papa kufo ne kwaji loan o two for dia na John Mahama de o ejimi for ye inform they said a whole lot and I can play the video for you to watch. Enti central market ne de say am bon ban as a nation. If we don't pay attention to the central market, the security should be very tight. If we don't pay very good attention to the market, the LPP supporters who work eat from central market, livelihood our central market, they wouldn't care. They will set the place ablaze. They will burn it down. And I see it coming. Me who's a central market in Ebeshe. Me who is the MPP supporters are planning to burn it. And they are going to burn it because that is the MPP for you. Me kaise ko for free power. Pharmaceutical companies, warehouses are buying CC and go for every free power. We have seen them do a lot. We have seen the MPP supporters do more damage to Ghana than anything. It's more Asantimemu more central market as Sebio Majuni Juma Munimunyansa. We MPP for NDC for person who protecting Mujumano. Monya watchdogs. Moma Moninko Ejumano. Moma Moninko Kejet a central market no. And yes, sir. And Kwasiafoka creating on Mufre Munoma Shigano, Amamunina Manu Diana Bomo. May the advice I made to the Mamono. More central market amotoma de moma moni enko security de nipa bi ye enye sa munyina manu aduane be bom because ye nipa bi wo central market omo ye MPP fo a omo pese omo hidwa no efri se omo tirimu no NDC ba be phase 2 no na omo MPP nkwasiafo party ntumi ba power biom that limited liability party for the MPP they are not going to come to power again into omo be say no I know my people enye ye dia ende bibia say that is our DNA ewom. Me MPP ne Asantifoni bi no mo MPP no omo die ne ewom se enye ye dia ende ni nyina mboye and I know what they are trying to do omo be hidwa no mo menye very alert All right. Now, story where a very important story. I was say, I am not gay. Yeah, in team for your ababontene, Obian Freno. Amende, Urera radio to radio. And they say, what how on the saying? Also, me gay. A brand here way on the MP for Asin South. Now, you see, this guy has been gay for a long time. And for some reason, or that idea of me a suffer. And when people hear me speak up against LGBTQ, they will not even think of me being one of them. They are making a bro from and say, I brand here way. And then the school for no more school about Bontina because say, intim for you. Trumu. Sebio, Yaniko school no, Adiana or Yano. And there on radio to radio no say on ye gay. Intimate will be a jindi. Now, me bese me busano. Time na and the odi enim say yemfa LGBTQ embra Ghana. Ekufuado mreso omu delay papa we. The a man in school for no bufu ya the classmates bufu ya omu nyina ba out and the omoka so gay because they know say na otafrem bema to onem bema dan ni nyina say. Some of them knew he was gay, but they decided to stay away from the conversation about him being gay. The aye mu bie before they say time a man we odi echire say yemfa trumu mra emredu is say somebody come ekufuado a branti we kana no tu ma o ka say mama mo fan come ekufuado e ho na the classmate ka say oyenya atwom on ka no kre every say also e sofo na se sebio o se otia trumu a eye dan na aban wo power the president wo power or see ono na o champion eye trumu anti LGBTQ no eye den na embredu is say o se ekufuado de nsa hyekrata na se no abranti we anka bibia oye din ni nyina ne say de na oye ne say I am leading the charge. I am against anti-LGBT. I am against LGBTQ. And that Ghana for nyina entia trumu send ne be ya ne yire ene ne busuafo no ebe yi o madwene free so say sebio on tafri trumu. Nande no ne classmates na ba bontene emo mu nyina e ka say na wo na se na wo why ready pass say trumu anka sebio ye be pass mra ma na be ye mra say abeya dia enye mra ti o Ghana anka time a parliament pass ye no anka wo na anka wo je kratare kom ekufuado. Then so we are dead do the critical point for you to hand over the document to the president. You pulled out. Embredu ya was the kratarma president as sign say trumu no embratiano in team for your action no ni say from the beginning no o create impression be say otia trumu not knowing say na o de katanyo maybe so ema ne yire hu ema ne busuafo hu ema nipa odi omonim say asori panyini no anasofo no mu hu but ende no ne nanfofo no mu ko school ne nanfofo na oni omo enante ekoba no ebuofu ema mu nyina atene to ende onam radio to radio ena o ka che Ghana for say onye gay na question bi na mpese busa no and it's a simple question. Papa we atena TV so nyina ka che Ghana for say you gays for Ghana you trumu for Ghana and that opeso shemra bi na obi ye trumu a emra no ekotia no question mpese busa no say wo se wonye gay a how wo eyede na wotumi determine say obi ye gay ntia nko ye mra ntia no. You are saying you are not gay. How do we know you are not gay? How can you prove to us that you are not gay? The only thing you can tell us that you are not gay. So why do you walk around in Ghana telling people, say, there are people you believe are gay, but you cannot prove beyond reasonable doubt that they are gay. But you are out of the place telling everybody, say, Obia is gay. But you also a gay. Prove to us you are not gay. You are not able to prove to us. Why are you not able to prove to us that you are not gay? But you are on TV and on radio telling Ghanaians that some people are gay. So how can you determine that somebody is gay or not? I am not here to speak for gay people. I am not here to speak for people who are involved in that act. It is their responsibility to do that themselves. But I am questioning in team for Jonah or Nam Ghana, every single place, obi a gay. And ya chidi so a trumu ni. The classmates for Babon Tabeka, you all can say being gay. Prove to us that you are not gay. Oba feel to me ashana. Suffer feel to. Softway. Feel to. Now if you say we are gay and I say we are gay. Because you need to prove. Uko shemra. Now, the question here is, a day prove now what the shembran so to determine that somebody is gay in Ghana. He knew what he was doing. He know he's gay. He knew say championing or following the argument and making it look like, say, he's against trumu for no, people will not see so trumu. My question to him now is, if you are saying you are not gay, prove to us that you are not gay. And clearly, sa brand here way, or your trumu, or tafri trumu. Neniji trumu hon. Okona na no ebo trumu a on jim body is also a sofo. Into ombra bontin me chere say sa trumu ade no ono onye bi because ne classmates and then ex girlfriends and then the boyfriends are fa omo no wa bontin because say oh you trumu ni oh you gay pastor. Until we are still waiting. He should come and tell Ghanaians, he should come and prove to us. Before he says I'm championing this LGBT law and anti-LGBTQ law, we get it. We understand. If we have to put a lot together, that's cool. But you yourself, you are gay. Prove to us that you are not gay. Inti mrana wo chechire no. Sa mrana wo chechire no. Also will lead no. O de kwa wine. Because how can you determine somebody is an LGBTQ person? How can you determine this person is gay? How can you determine Imbrane or say chiwe kobono and chiwe ko tufiase? Because if you are not able to prove to us that you are not gay, then you don't have the moral right to even sit at any table to say I am drafting a law against somebody that you think or believe, or because the way the person reacts, to things, it makes you think zenipani trumu. Then it means you are clearly trumu. And right now, or classmates. The people you do what you worked with, the people you studied with. Omo no motina school omo hu say o tafre to no. Omo na wa monta because say o tafre to. Intim intina de na wo ye nyina wo de dadaye. Intide de na wo ye nyina na wo de katakata eye o turu tafre so. Bro chi na meka no. Thank you Mr. Fosu. Me teacher no ewo eye JSS and the primary. Na say de na wo ye nyina o de kata turu tafre so. Mr. Fosu mecha na meti mecha de na entim fojo eye nyina no na ode kata trumutafre so te se trumutafre na ode kata so and they prove to us on say na ahoma so ne nan won say and the ahoma so eye sofu trumu nan on say and the entim fojo ahoma no aso sofu trumu nan. Now prove to Ghana for go on radio and TV every part of the country and tell us why you are not gay. Because you cannot just say I'm not gay. Because oh yamra na wo ye no ade achine ekochi obi na okasa I'm not gay. That person, do we have the right to apply the law? Do we have the right to say abrantie we so gay? No okasa I am not gay the same way you are saying you are not gay. Does it mean say mrana nbedi? It means you are covering something up. Okay boss. It means you are covering something up. Until let's all be clear here. Until Fodio needs to explain and give us reasons why he's not gay. Because there are gays who have wives. There are gays who have kids. There are gays that omuya software. There are gays that omuya everything that people do. So Until Fodio cannot just say I am a member of parliament, so I'm not gay. We have members of parliament in the MPP who are gays, and we know them. Even in the Kufuor's Jubilee House, there were gay characters there. We know. You cannot tell me, say, you are married, so you are not gay. There are so many married men around the world who are gays, and you are married. And the probability of you being gay is high because your friends are telling us. You cannot tell us, say, you are not gay because you have kids. No, there are gays who have kids. You cannot tell us you are not gay because you don't have this feminine characters or gestures. It does not make you not being gay. So tell us, say a reason to also when you're gay. Because your classmates now be suffer trumu, suffer gay like you. And nowadays, I am championing this. I'm fighting against this. I don't want this to happen. We will stop this person. Not knowing you are trying to deceive us. Not knowing that in Team Fojo, you are deceiving us. It's where I'm giving you the room. Go on your gay partner show, Metro TV. Good evening, Ghana. You and Paul Ademochu, the two of you, we know you are gays. Explain to us. Break it down to us. Give us reasons not to believe you are not gay. You are. You are gay. On say no classmates for Nabetoto. On say classmates for Nabetoto. Utafret for Nanam Ghana na me sofo. And obia behum. Every single person will know the kind of person you are. And if you are gay, what's wrong with it? Tell us. The closet. Get out of it. Come out of your closet. You are gay. Why are you fighting it? Why are you trying to use parliament to cover up your gayism? Why are you trying to make it look like because you are a reverend, you are not gay? You are. Your mates are telling us. And if you are telling us you are not gay, prove to us you are not gay. Yeah, dear. No crying baby done and yeah, Alaji, catch it on Orosu.
I do not actually. One have been doing. One has was Satan. One has one. I want him, Mr. Gideon. Talk about the Kajinani. I want him to advise me now.
Simple. So, in team for you, Major Noaha, I'll come back to this matter again. Ota row Pioto. Wow, ratchet. Prove to us you are not gay. But just saying I'm not gay does not change the fact that you are gay. You are gay. In team for you are gay. You cannot just come out and say I'm not gay. Then you can also go to parliament and draft a law and say go after gay people. You are gay. Everything about you shows you are gay. And you were hiding behind I am fighting against LGBTQ. You knew from day one that you are gay. Uropio to tim. Wafuni e botuomua enya adeketwa. Utipio tom. You are gay. On say don't mean yano. On say they were ferry. On say your fight against Trumu. On say that's why slow down kakra because you are gay. If you want to prove to Ghana for say unye Trumu ni on fa wano embotuoma. Branebe chechim na merely saying say I am not gay. No, it does not change the fact that we are gay. Your classmates came out to tell us that you are. Your guys, your friends came to tell us that you are gay. So tell us, explain to us. Because Pioto awawro sebio wodo was sin ati Pioto muno enye Pioto ketwa. So come and prove to us. Say you are not gay. But just saying say I'm not gay ni massa. It does not change you being gay. So I'll be back to this matter. All right. Let's continue with the show. Now, there's another story here I want us to talk about. Mrs. I think I'm missing something here. Okay. This story too, very important. Let me hear story we. I heard the president of the Republic of Ghana over the weekend. Oko stream the resetting Ghana. Any thank you to our President Mahama Echo stream. Sibio Okobon to Akakra Echre a year Yenyanum stream for a year Juma Wedi any how he appreciates the support. The overwhelming vote he got from the Northern Region. He made a promise to the people in the Northern Region. But before the president went to the constituencies to speak to the people and commissioning some few projects, he made a stop at his own senior high school, Okoye, Ghana school. And interestingly, President at the Ghana school, one of the schools said, Akumaso. And the reason I'm doing this story is because of the quality of worker. My own friend, Coleman. Coleman, a very nice guy. In fact, the president of the Republic, Eddie Ghana School, to say Ghana School is going to be one of the senior high schools in Ghana about sports facilities, now say equipment, and now making sure say a school is equipped with all the facility here for a student to excel in sport, any kind, different kind of sports, track and field and whatever you might want to talk about. Mr. Coleman, or the CEO of Wembley, I will say prove it to Ghanaians again. Said the standard now, or what when it comes to the construction of sports facilities around the nation, the quality that comes with it, the detailed work that a company is known for. Coleman as a tribune. Coleman yemnipa or Kwakra Academy or yemnipa. Na the problem back when you say Coleman will be a short kakra inti or shanyoma or jiratebu so hunyoma ye chen mo wano. But you cannot take his work from him. His work ethics. Oko na Coleman any the Juma 4 year Juma. You will not see the manager and you will not see the regular worker because he does not see himself as a boss. He's always on the field with his workers, making sure that the quality na a kasa Juma no hono. In fact, when the president went to the north, no auto found the school because Coleman nearly said Juma man and say Ghana school be one of the schools in West Africa. Ebekuta the best facilities when it comes to sports. Now, So in pictures, before I show you, this is the work that Coleman has done so far. This is Ghana School, Senior High School. The President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, Sebio, personally, or decided to obey a project way, ama the Senior High School, na oko, time na or ye day, or a young man. And you can see, say, a whole facility is being put together. And it's not just track and field, and I say a soccer pitch. They have a tennis pitch, court. They have they are going to build other stuff, and you could see the kind of job Coleman, Wembley, the company in Wembley, and they may promo mano because promo with them here there, and the bagana cho kuni pa mamere. Say last no kun preko mua, and I'm here one fakra man count. Now sa promo with them here a Coleman oko Burkina eko now, apart from all the jokes and all that, the kind of job Coleman for Ghana School, and this project is sponsored by the president himself to make sure say Ghana School for one of the best facilities about senior high schools are, and you can see clearly that this is an ultra modern job Wembley company on my year. Now you can see say the president was also excited when he got there. He realized, say, Juma Odema Koma. No, in fact, he has done it, and he's not even done. You can see, say, the job is coming out clearly, clean, and also Juma Odema Ghana. And let's just watch a little bit of what happened. Time the president went to Ghana School, Wembley, and to him Koma. Maka Coleman asemo has video now be no one na ye nipa o etiatia pa wom or watch Kufuado. That is very important. Or watch Kufuado any my kukui into okay. He's in the group of men. Now Coleman share a year red, gold, green attire no Ghana jersey no into me person me church room and then Wembley for jersey I'm call World Cup no. So let's watch a little bit of what transpired.
How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Thank you. Headmaster says you haven't made provision for fencing. Yes. So what do we do? Okay. Hey. How are you? I'm fine. Good. Okay. Side. The running track. Yeah. Okay.
We have the football pitch,
Standard.
Yes, standard football pitch. And then we have the floodlights mounted there, 600 watts ball.
Okay.
And we have the changing rooms under the speaker stand.
Yes.
So we have the capacity of 500 and that's 250.
Yeah.
Then we have the VIP of about 30 people.
That's the one on top?
Yes, on top.
Okay.
Yes. Then opposite it, we also have another 2 more stands. That is 250 each. And then we also have public washrooms under.
Okay.
So under this one, we have the changing room for the footballers, the referees,
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you. Headmaster says
we started in November and we expected to finish in July. Everything that we need to finish the work is on site, and therefore we are far ahead of time. We are doing a 1,200 capacity sports complex, the first of its kind in West Africa for any secondary school. You have 250 on the other side, then you have the VIP. Beneath the VIP stand, we have changing rooms for both Team A and then Team B. Then you also have public washrooms, a place for the referee, and then also we have a place that we have dedicated for the facility manager. Opposite this stand, we have the other 500 spectator stand, and they are also fitted with washrooms. Like you can see, we've mounted the floodlight so that at night we can play football. One significant thing about this project is that looking at the harsh climatic condition in the northern region, playing football during the day is extremely problematic. So this is going to solve the problem. The school have to put their timetable in such a way that in the evening they can have sports. What we have here is the long tenors. Then you also have a seating capacity of 50. So this enclave will take about 200, and it's also fitted with floodlights. Then you have the handball, the basketball, and the volleyball. So that is what we have here, and I can say that by the end of July, we should be finishing and handing over to them. When the president came here, he saw that, look, the work we have done is enormous, and therefore we need to secure the place. So we'll be talking to our financiers, that's Ghana Gas, to see how we will be able to work in tandem with them so that we do the fence wall for the school. Let me use this opportunity to commend the CEO of Ghana Gas, Madam Judith Blay. I think she has been extremely supportive of this project, and we dug our heart out for her. We hold her in high esteem and want to assure them that the tax that has been given to us, we will deliver and deliver it timelessly. So now Ghana School is going to be a center where most of the secondary schools will revolve around. Night football is going to happen. Night long tennis is going to happen. And like you see, we have other disciplines. We have the long jump, we have the triple jump, we have the high jump, and then we also have the short put, and then we also have running tracks around. Like I indicated, this is the first of its kind in Ghana, and therefore students around this catchment area in the northern region will benefit enormously from this project. Certainly, we are going to, the school produce abedipele, so we are going to see more of abedipeles in the system. Thank you very much.
So that is Robert Coleman, the CEO of Wembley, and our team in Ghana Gas sponsored this project. The president led it, and so far, almost starting from November, Ghana School, Omo campus, Sadi Wewo, now Accra Academy near was a Hutska. Our man, the assurance so ye jumana mobitia, brofono, the climatic change, and the who is personal or what you could forward way. O the upper first Canberra, Opus and Zero Krubisiamo. On the make sure say you abide by a year contract, and say so Coman, o the ye baby side contract, ye didn't carry your crack, your crack a cranny, your crown choir, or best sign. O the I will see this schedule table, so I would cast up a San Zero, or better for Wembley, a Brawo Ghana, or Bayamo, into a cracker before the a bomb juma dia, a juma dear, and they would to me for the hardworking guy, like look at somebody like a Bolare, hardworking guy. Accra Academy for no Dipa ba ko ntumi nye dwuma na am a problem one Batman OSP on kwa kwa Accra ka on tumi shara nye dwuma no mane so ani but Accra Academy ka se o ye dwuma na se o yina kumema ye dwuma no woni me dwuma na say Coleman Wembley CEO there, and this is exceptional. And you see a Ghanaian do all these things, and you ask yourself, we can do everything in Ghana if the right people give the right people the job. And I'm so pleased with what I'm seeing. And I know so by the time this job is done, every single Ghanaian, there are so many people in Ghana, they are looking for companies that are reliable, that have the equipment to do a Juma, to say Coleman, and I can guarantee that. Also, AstroTurf, I'm a papa, Papa Krum. I'm still waiting for Coleman to do it for free. And I will make Coleman a promo where I'm allowed you say day. Say Coleman will talk to Ghana Gas and they'll go to my father's hometown, Ayeldo, to construct a nice AstroTurf or Amomo. Into Mr. Dear Minjiska, where they're meaning for free. Into Adabisha president, Kajan say Kevin Ayamame. Into Mr. Krum, now Monkoye, only Ghana Gas for the Casa. Say Mrs. Maya promo ni binti. But apart from the jokes and everything, Coleman has basically proved say a Jumano when it comes to AstroTurf and building facilities like this. There, you cannot skip the man who loves cats. It's Coleman, Yamin Shaw, and then we are waiting to come to Ghana School to commission this for the whole world to know Ejuma Awaye. We really appreciate this job. Now, but one thing you need to understand, he's taller than Akufo-Addo, and a man, a unique gentleman. As much as he's a very short man, and his wife is a very lovely woman, and then the Ujiri Penpa and the other family, many of them share. Now the original, oh, you try picture say now in the Ujiri Elkasuma Kuma and Ramin Chaya, Yakofa a year block by Betua Kuma and Jina. So in the beautiful, their wife was so excited. So because he try picture not Kuma and one thing, and I'm so when the wife and him ran thing, but Kuma and Beshem thing, now I say Z, I say I say. Into Johanna because when your mom block back home, and you say that's a wonderful idea. A whole moon a very good woman. Into Tama Mikaso, more block be done when national wife because it's a wonderful idea, Kevin. You are such a great person. A whole moon a very good woman, a very, very good. She's very caring. She loves the husband. Baby, I be Nukunu, Endru Mubiana, or the BBS Wama Nukunu. I like you, go man. The European pa, go man, die.
I do what you do. One not big door. One not do a sata. One not do I want to Mr. Gideon. Talk about the Kajinani. I want to do Daddy to advise me now.
Okay, I'm going to show this, so it's very important. The president went to the north over the weekend, and the thank you tour, or Drew, the northern region. Now, before I bet to the president a year was stream. In fact, President could do stream. No, we saw say a year recently issues about a year light air court nearby President Akasa and the ECG so Akasa. Now, government to install 3,000 transformers to tackle power outages. And very interesting. Won't say a year in Kenya, it is because the government has brought in new transformers. Abanwe ade atuna kuma to say opesa transformers bebre Ghana asaya infasweni so ama yen Kenya sem no eye basa. In fact, all transformers no consuming more. In fact, your capacity as a nation no be 30% the transformers na eye dada no na eri ni nyina. Inti generational na power na generating no because majority of transformers or Ghana no asay na adwuma it is a car dada engine dada dem. It takes a lot of fuel and na didi mu abedru ha ma and kania ni bi kura no be area bi no na low current and so your kania ye can ntumi fa anya hwe. Now this government what it is doing and it say it decided say transformers are dada e system ni mu a sebio entumi serve communities krampo no transformers ni bi wo ha yeah, for ebia a dime by 700 and the communities in their communities are not first 700 houses and 3,000 to 4,000 houses. Into this government about power no and the minister energy minister John Jinapo and the president in the cabinet now say we need to do some serious overhauling reinstalling of the better transformers ebema yenkanya no ejina so. And the menoka say a buying install close to over 3,000 transformers the tackle sa low current and power fluctuations na Ghana no. And when the president went to the northern region, we saw clearly netco power controllers almost world north no. President ko inspected transformers dia ba egua and the esremu no omo change transformers ebe make sure say omo kan ya begina so it is not just Accra. The country na your team no Ghana nyina no aban we na adwene say bebia transformers wa sebio transformers na ayadada no the government is ready and willing to change all these transformers to help our power generation because transformers that na say no a system no and obetine say ejato we mu ha ejato transformer we mu it is because capacity na efa no ano edin intended no aban no de transformers apapa esoso a emu edu a etumi take a lot of communities nipa dodo a ebetuma form a abra ejantom ama yen kania no sebio embode ni prepare into which president eko srem no we saw the president inspect transformers Ghana Electricity Company through the Ministry of Energy and the communities be transformers and you saw it on TV the last time. This is the president being briefed by the energy minister John Jinapo on the transformers. Omo de abasrima, omo be change a lot of communities. Omon kania ehun samaye basano. This government you voted for no eba to solve your problems, and it is tackling the problems slowly, and not making sure say they don't skip any problem. Into which energy sector now led by John Jinapona. They are taking their time to make sure say Ghana had there every single part of Ghana here new transformers communities be omo transformer omo problems about way after to no say they are changing all transformers. So you see the president when he was in the northern region over the weekend, he went to visit the site omo the new transformers we nyina begua NDC are buying as we speak, this government is going to install new transformers and we are going to use less electricity, because when you have better performing transformers transformers and consume too much and fast stress the national grid, so it means that it's our talk for basana petrol do water na so if we say engineer mono bibia ye adwuma ye eno na entina ma aban we na adwene say eba transformer electricity transformers na de dodo no beba na yenkane asem no sebio so hanipano abafom on say no mo complain bebre ye kan any dundumo ye omo transformers no say won tibium, and that is why I insist to say munyina munya botre have the patience. This government is gradually changing our energy sector. And the Oba Ashanti region, Kumasi, Abangwe Ashabo, I started from the southern sector, change transformers. It's when the president was in the northern region, we could see, said these are new transformers. They are going to change transformers in the north. If you are almost say northern region transformers now, some part of the country to also start changing. Inti obienwa obe short when it comes to transformer distribution in Ghana. Now, say person who they see this is when the president visited, and this is what transpired between the president, the Minister of Energy.
Excellency, these are the transformers. The Ministry of Energy, Government of Ghana is supporting the NEDCO electricity distribution companies to be able to inject to relieve overloaded trafos, to provide relief so that we also improve the voltage qualities. We've observed in recent times that demand has caught up sometimes in the distribution side, not in generation, actually with supply. So this is an immediate intervention. In the next couple of weeks, we deploy them all over NEDCO operational areas, just as we are doing for ECG in the south. The total number, we are doing about nearly 500. We have issued 100, but ahead of the 100 that we just issued, some of which are on the trucks. There are these trucks yet to be offloaded, and some trucks outside. These are the ones that preceded them. And these have already been scheduled to go to Bolga, Sunyani, Techiman, Wa, and then other areas.
Bole.
And Bole, obviously, yes, sir. Yes, His Excellency. Yes, sir. So... Yes, Your Excellency.
That they've been having problems.
Yes, sir.
To Bole.
Yes, to Bole Township. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So interventions for power transformers. His Excellency, what's behind you is a power transformer.
These are distribution.
These are distribution.
The ones you hang on there.
Yes, pole-mounted distribution transformers, and then the power transformers are what go to the substations. We are also relieving loads at substation. Demand is catching up again. So in Tamale, we have Adubili bulk supply point where NEDCO drops power at higher capacities. Then we have NEDCO's primary substation from Adubili, Damashegu, and other areas, including the one just behind us, to distribute power fairly so that it can boost economic activities.
So, guys, the government is working. The president is working for you. There's a government that is tackling very important or vital problems of Ghanaians. Abana yakoto in 2024, no? Yankoto abakeke yakoto aba say aban bi beba ebenya abotre na ahwe ye problems de ehia pa on say o might be a problem wom, but it takes only intelligent leaders to notice or recognize very important problems. And when it comes to energy, a country that is growing so fast as Ghana, our population now jumping to about 35 million. You don't underestimate such a growing population. And then this government strategically, Atanasi who say, your transformers don't do anything. Say there was a government that came a few years ago, MPP Abaya. All that they were doing was they were sitting in Accra and talking nonsense. We saw the consistent inconsistency in the supply of energy across nation under MPP. But then you can see, say, work is ongoing. You hear people complaining, because things are being done. This is not an idle government. This is not an idle president. This is a president who wants to see work done, and he travels all around the place to see, say, Jumane Koso. He does not care to get his shoes dirty. This is a man, I already say, before his term ends, in the next 8 or 12 years, every single part of Ghana, bebia ebobia or share Ghana for sa ebono with this. So that is why you are seeing the president on the ground, and I know the northern region is one part of Ghana. John Dramani Mahama edena koma so yepa, because for some time a man for be creating impression be say northerners obunya political appointment ebi kura be president they did not do enough for the northern region, and John Mahama has sworn to Nyankopon and Ghana for say when it comes to the northern region, he's going to use his term as president to change the north, bring economic activities, a lot of it, change the economy and make it better. It is what study John Mahama slim the Nakuma Super, and he wants to make sure say as far as he's in government, as far as he's in leadership, sa hope na srimufo enya wonmu omoto abama even though sebio onye nkremoni, but srimufo sebio omuhu say dia wa adwumu ene hia na nya osoma wosom edi tumi ma no he is going to make sure say obeye adwuma no to make them feel say sebio omo nipa omoba omonana obi a odo omo no de tumi ahye nsem. So John Mahama is strategically making sure say that promise or promises for any Ghana for nyina omon saka. This is not a man who is just sitting there and just watching from Accra. He is going there himself, asking questions and making sure the right thing is done. What is our transformers also boli for nyomudie. He's making sure say every part of the north because for the past 8 years the northern region was neglected. John Dramani Mahama now buying a status sada ananka ebe bie srim ama yenuanum srim fo mu srim mo pese nkomunyan in confirm ana aban pese so masene na nkom pese emafo ekọ into tree planting na nka aban eso masene no create adwuma fem no John Mahama etna abema ofiri mu no na Mahamudu eba ya omo beton de sada tricycles over 400 omo ton nyina die omo wieye na omo ka kire Ghana for say sada no almost sadin no aye NDA almost sadi na edeba omianua ba beto ano no mudi sika no mudi nkwasasam kireye e no wie no mkosi hostel e won kran say sremufo nkwara ne free wale no medan kran no nso aso anwoma. That is the stupidity of a northerner who is not smart to lead the people. But John Mahama still believes say the nod that he has been given, he can still change the lives of the young person in the northern region. So he's bringing jobs. He's making lives easy. He's trying to make sure that the fundamentals, basic things that makes a community grow, he's getting them done. And if I say basic things, we are talking about water. Water is one of the most important things as Srim. What's Sanka MPP are buying after 8 years? Nanke this year is your problem because Baumia was basically the president. But Mahmoud Baumia said, or the 33 policies by ebe support Abozege, and so Baumia never thought of drinking water, clean drinking water for the people of the north. John Mahama is in power, and when he went there over the weekend, he spoke about water. And Mumienko Tiedo Kafa Srim Insyo. This is the president of the republic, John Dramani Mahama.
When we came, we met. Parliament had approved a 277 million euro facility for Tamale water and Damango water. Wait, listen to me first. Unfortunately, because the past government defaulted in the debt payments, we declared that we couldn't pay our debts. If you can't pay your debt, do they give you a new loan? So the EU drew back the loan, and they said they are waiting for the debt restructuring to happen and all that. We don't see any sign on the wall that it will come soon. So I've directed the Minister of Finance that we will find our own 277 million euro in cedis, and we will do the water system ourselves. So I want to assure the people of Tamale, I'm a citizen of Tamale. If I don't do this water, nobody will come and do it.
President Mahama Ekasano say mabasrim mi yesrem ni am free Tamale a obi anim sem yesrem ni mi di mokodi nkyene sebio dawadawan kwan medibida sebio mi fearful yesremfo I am proud of. O say eba aban mu no na you say parliament a passing rebi say MPP aban so mo kwaje besia 277 million euros. Edi ababe yensu or Tamale any Damango area. So Mako Damango Dam. I drove through there to Bole Park, Bole Mole Park, right? Yeah. Now, Jamahama say Omoba no Edo Moon says 277 million euros no. A car oforiata bawomiamo bogu Ghana so no. Ma abrofo no eka se loan krampo de omuntumi fama efri say ye de omo kadodo. Na ye mpanyifo no mudi enim 2017 to 2024 mo yankwasiafo nti ma abrofo ka se dabi saa sika de ntum fama because ekufo do num abai ne to so abai bawomia num abai na ne to abai na MPP fo no ya kromfo de saa sika no mo anya de ma edwuma no nti sebio abrofo na nka so ma 277 million euros a na bawomia ye vice president a owosa nko champion ne ensaka sika no bawomia ka kire sirifo se sebio one de ne yiri fulani sebio one de ne yiri ebetuma fa plane akọ India ene de kunkumba jafo akopai ni turuma kodi nkwasasebo nti wandwiri siremufo ho enti sebio sa 277 million euros ananka o se de koye nsuo matamale environs area ho nyina ene Damango area no sa sika ni nyina abrofo no se omompene efri se baomia ni munyansa o de betua sa eka ne back na John Mahama bai no o se o hye den o hye siremufo bo o se me John Mahama moba sem se jata se manya nsuo wo ya ba omudu ne nkwasiafo yi omuntumi nye MPP for mu nyansa edi yensuo MPP for mu nyansa edi yempuntudwuma enti o hye sremfo bo o se maka kire finance minister miankasa mikrom ni atofo sen say sa 277 million euros no onkope 277 million euros in cedis sa sika ne yempe no Ghana ha na o hye sremfo bo say onu srem sage ata John Dramani Mahama no obeye insuo na matamalefo ene Damango ni area ho nyina ma obi anyansupa anom efri say obaye na obeja asada ho no baomia ene ne nkofo no bese no omontuma anya bibia ende wasaba insuo no obeye na sremufo enya insuo anom we ni president Mahama asama ene ebo a wahye de sremufo a ende wa instruct finance minister say onko pesika no pesika no Ghana 277 million euros in cedis no pesa sika no na onkyere se oyesremuni mapa na sebio onye sremuni kwase a onye akamfo nam a ontumi ndwini ni nuanom ho ontumi ndwini ni krom ontumi ndwini impuntuo so de beba ni fie na one de oyesremuni a sebio na adwini wo fie nti odwini efie impuntuo ho kwato platform na koka de wo ho because meme de na meka. So this is what we are looking at. The president has basically promised the people of the north to say he will do everything possible, even though Sikani Niwono, he will do everything possible to get the money. He has instructed the finance minister to crack his brain and raise that amount of money. Even by the time John Mahama be free power in maybe 8 years or 12 years, now say at least the people of the north will see say there's been serious consideration and work done on making sure Sremufono enyansuo. And I believe John Mahama obeye answer at the time. So we should all believe in the president, support this government because our way is touching every single part of the nation. Now, the president is still in the north, and we are still in the north. President Mahama Edru Sremuno, something very interesting happened, and President Mahama inspected Okobie adia yefreno Mahama Cares supervises restoration of catheterization laboratory at National Cardiothoracic Center. Ubet my friend say Catholic Center. Now, omuko srimno John Mahama ode adia yefreno Mahama Cares no ebaye no. In fact, fanda yadia to ha sebio yare kran krobi ebeton so na se sebio unye sika ekrom ha na o se yare na sa fanda no ebeden ebe ma usika na yada sa kwan kro yare no. Now Mahama eko srem no osako bie center ehwe bibi efre no akoma yare sene moja efu sane wo wakumem wahrawa ene sene moja ene enfrema ekom yefre no cat center. Na brofo no wa your friend catheterization laboratory into bo ha sebia moja efa na kuma ho efa na kumem na hrawam de ko de trim ne ba no ebi ha na problem ho kakra ende Mahama akobie saa adwuma no bi ano ewo srem a omudi hu dwuma dendenden a omo wo srem nyina no ebenya ho faso Mahama Cares Foundation no eno enene aban eka omutiribo mu a omode saa project we den ede eba srem John Mahama eko ho ko inspect dwumadi a obobe danko a Obobia Dakwa or the CEO of Mahama Cares no AD, and they are working so hard. Mahama Cares Foundation and there it is saving lives and it will continue saving lives. Remember, primary health care no so whole. And your national health insurance woho, and your Mahama Cares woho, and the Mahama Cares no AC the cat centers around the nation. This is what we call the government omunimunyansa. Let's go see what happened when the president basically went to the north. Cat center no they see any.
We want to give you the good news. That I'm sure the last time when we came, we spoke about the cat labs that are on its way already. And today we are here to confirm that indeed the cat labs are coming.
If you are not medically inclined or have not lost a loved one due to the unavailability of a cardiac catheterization laboratory, you may wonder why this announcement has been met with such a thunderous applause. But for doctors at the Tamale Teaching Hospital, and indeed for everyone in Northern Ghana, this is a truly historic and joyous moment.
Normally I smile, but in unusual days like this, I smile more. Because this is what we live for, honestly, to see something like this.
So before I play this video, this video is when the people of the north were promised this a year center in 2025. Maybe I'm about 2026. How far sa center na abane promises him for? Remember, sa facility we cat center we know, and a cat center we know. Omo esino a year Tamale Teaching Hospital. Now video now here is an 2025 time a year Mahama Cares no led by Obobia Dako the CEO and the president Omko Srima Omko Shesrim for say. They are going to build this center in the northern region. And Mama Ghana and Libya end out to almost say this a year Mahama Cares no, they will be able to build a year facility way. Now, facility way no from 2025 video na me time I'm call say it's a very important facility. I also see them attach it a year Tamale Teaching Hospital. We are about 2026 so far where they have gotten to progress of work after 1 year. So this is 2025. Time almost share a year sim for boss say NDC are buying a BBC sa center way.
And he's bringing it. And I dare say that if His Excellency the President was not in the picture, we probably will be talking about a cat lab after a full-blown century.
A cardiac catheterization laboratory, commonly known as a cath lab, is a highly specialized hospital unit equipped with advanced imaging technologies such as X-ray and precision tools that allow doctors to diagnose and treat heart and blood vessel conditions without open surgery. These include blocked arteries, irregular heart rhythms, valve disorders, and even life-threatening heart attacks. For years, the absence of a cath lab in any of the 5 regions of northern Ghana has cost many lives. Patients often had to endure long, risky referrals to the south, or worse, never made it in time.
The presence of a cath lab will revolutionize cardiovascular care in this part of the country, okay? One of the obvious ones is the management of heart attacks, which involves blood clots, blocking blood vessels to the hearts, okay? So the cath lab will be extremely useful for them. We have a lot of patients with heart attacks on our ward, okay? Most of them, we are forced to treat them medically, which is not optimal, okay? So the presence of a cath lab will help us to really treat these people to the standard that we want.
That reality is now set to change. The Ghana Medical Trust Fund, in partnership with the Ministry of Health, is constructing 3 cath labs in Kumasi, Tamale, and the Greater Accra region. For Tamale, this development is nothing short of monumental.
Having it in Tamale and also the 5 northern regions, we are close, so it makes life much easier and brings that closer to the people than ever before.
If you have a hospital that has existed for more than half a century and you have never come across anybody dreaming and talking about a cath lab for it, and suddenly there's somebody not dreaming, bringing it, it can only be described as unprecedented.
Healthcare is coming closer to the people. Ordinarily, if you need a cath lab, you have to come all the way from Tamale to Kolebu. You might or might not get that treatment you're looking for. You might not even get there. Something would have happened. Some of them needed to fly there. So His Excellency the President is saying that, listen, that drama is over.
This is the floor plan of the cath lab that we're going to bring to Tamale. Let me start by saying that we started from a paltry 500 square meters, and now we are 1,500 square meters. Yes, so, and it's actually a story building now.
Hospital management wasted no time. Immediately after the announcement, they led the team to nearly an acre of land already earmarked for the project. The goal is clear: have the facility completed and operational by the end of the first quarter of this year as promised.
The fact that this project of the cath lab is coming within a very short time, I think the time space is what's very striking to me, because I was thinking, by close of the year we should have the cath lab, but now it's up to March. We're expecting to start the lab to start working. And so
video share 2025 and John Mahama through Mahama Cares Omni Ministry of Health say the three northern regions Mahama promises obesi cath lab abomo tenebeya omo problem with omakuma senia moja ne fem yenya akoma yare bebre kunipa obesi amasremfo and then 2026. Remember, it's less than a year. I mentioned John Mahama Echo Stream Enrich, wako site war. In fact, wako inspect a jumano say echo so and course. Let's come near and share the 2026. Sa ebona John Mahama e share yenuanum sim for the northern region about their heart and who problems are or per se or they are buying we as solve. Remember, sa sika we internally generated and the funds most of it is coming from Mahama Kesa, footwear, what's here, Sibu, or person the Sibu Ghana for 2026. Mahama Ba and the Yanshe, the AC, say, Jumadi no Mudiampana.
This one is an intervention that helps the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, especially because of the cancers that we want to start with. Most of the cancer patients will be their patients, and thank God that it's not just about the cath lab equipment, but now we are escalating it to a pharmacy in there, an ICU, consulting rooms, there's a hybrid theater, and then the nurses will have their own stations and everything. So it becomes a one-stop shop that the moment that you finish the procedure, you have even wards that you can stay for your recovery. Ordinarily, if it was just a cath lab, they will have to move you to the main hospital. But now that will not happen again because of the extension that we intend to add to it. So it becomes a full cardiology center. When you enter, by the time you are done and walking out, you are going straight home and you don't need to go and continue your treatment in the main facility. So I think that we want to say thank you to you. This one is a game changer so far as the northern region is concerned. And because of where it is situated, all the surrounding communities and constituencies, and even I'm sure that we'll get some medical tourism so far as this facility is concerned. So thank you very much. He says sponsored by the Ministry of Health and the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Thank you very thank you very much.
So the facility, my overview of the facility, and then John Mahama Eko Hono Omuchechimuno. In fact, almost starting a Jumano a year February 2026, and they are expected to finish August 2026. And so far, the structure has been put up. President Ko, you saw the structure there. We will bring you pictures so far, the Omaye. But it's so interesting, say, not Dr. Bako Kasa, or say, hospital AD almost 100 years. In fact, or say, Uncle Mana, or charitable, 50 years. President Biamba Srimuka say, let's build a lab next to a Tamale Teaching Hospital. There is a president who does not boast to say he's a lawyer. There's not a president who does not boast to say media mebusiafo na into politics. So there's not a guy who's all over the place using jargon. This is a guy who is being Ghanaian and being rational and intelligent. There's not a president who is saying, I went to learn economics, but today I am a digitalized man. No, this is a man who is being rational and intelligent, looking at problems the people need solutions to. As we speak, Star project way by August. Now we yomun safety home. Na omu free srim eba Sebio Ashanti region eba Greater Accra looking for labs keke because of Akumayari NT. All those things will stop. Now we can save lives and not just anywhere. This facility is within the Tamale Teaching Hospital. That means say wakuma wakuma ayarisa. The issue is you are still at the hospital. Even within the hospital, you can transfer free cath lab and ward. That is a place that everything is there. Into your treaty this is what we call abaya omogene, aban papa ne binie. Enti kwase bi TV so ka say ena Jomahama aban ba no omomeka de omaya ye beje wo nkwa ye beje wo maame nkwa kwasea. Anytime Ghana for say don't listen to the MPP omojimi, they don't understand governance. Omo t-shirt gele emu konko ene nkwasea yampia nanim omo nim bibia omojimi omo nim amai chichire omo nim amai chichire de omo ya ne say kwasea bi kosko kodwitwi mponkose ewo Holland e boss a doctor Jimmy di bi kono nanam US na koye dwuma of CVS a boss a doctor is koye MP omo Jimmy. They cannot think. They don't understand what development is. They don't understand what governance is. And this is governance. Now, when you look at the overview, this is what it's actually going to be like. Mamifa picture nchiro na huni ye. Na kwasi ebi kuka baby say, hey, na John Mahama nyeshi wa Ghana. John Mahama is building this nation. Now, construction and installation of cath lab systems at the Tamale Teaching Hospital. Project overview: construction and installation of a modern cath lab and cardiology center to improve specialist heart care. It's basically it is going to help omo problem with omakumani ade they are going to improve it. A specialist for the beye juma ho a omehwe wakuma yare ne ade se ne beye nkase fa ka akọ ekurobiso any ade. 2. Implementation. The project is being led by the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, that's Mahama Cares, and Ministry of Health. The contractor is ADB Ghana Medical Systems Group in partnership with Siemens Germany. It's a company now is German company being a partner another company called ADB Ghana Medical Systems. So they are companies they are well known. They have the track record. They are the ones building these facilities because we hear companies are more track record now and how the facility can be a very sustainable facility. And yes, say so. These are Nyoma also about what the NDC government is doing in the northern region. And remember, this Akuma hospital yesibi osrim yebesibi asantimemu ni yesibi ewon kranbemu. So it's not just the northern region. They are going to make sure they spread it across the nation. Now, we are talking about a facility. It is integrated pathology center for diagnosis, treatment, recovery, and medical training. It is our facility we know. One, omobaye bibia your friend diagnosis. Oboko ni assess so ni ahwe oh ya ready be. O ya ne dru ha. They say also your surgery and your friend diagnosis ombehwe o system no nyina hu say wakoma no problem. Wa hira wa no emoja na eboko no esane no ejina ho anase esisisi etwetwa si. Enti na ma sebe unya akoma yare no. Omo wi a omo ye bibia your friend the treatment. And also no omo say ya ready be wo ho wakoma e wo hira wa no omoja na esane wo wakoma mu ene wintini mu no enkoyi a ombetuma je wato no mo treatu na omo treatu wi a na omo make sure say wada ho ema wato recovery na omo make sure say wakoma na gina bibia ye ansa na yeyu sa place na omo besi no cath lab no ebesa ye training center ama nurse for doctors a omo peso omo besua cardiology sa akomayare ho sensem no omo be ko so akwede akosua abaye the experts in those kind of things. And not just a facility, it's a training facility by Sabe grooming young nurses, young doctors, people who want to specialize in this cardiology part when it comes to the medical part. No, sanko for no abano equity opportunity amomo. Now the timelines almost say from February 2026 by August 2026 August na juma die we oma peja esiwo ama sebio astati juma approach fast track delivery combining construction, equipment installation, and staff training. Inti ni nyina shim 6 months from February to August no mo si yomu safri ho na John Dramani Mahama aba ho aba day aba abecha ahumem. Equipment advanced and Geography System Delivery, June 2026. Installation and commissioning 16th of August 2026. In terms of by the 16th of August, now Oma commissions our project with Joma Hama Bekoho Akwe related projects. Konfanoche Training Hospital, teaching hospital, new cattle facility underway, Kolebu Teaching Hospital, existing cattle lab under refurbishment into Kolebu ebi wo da but omo refurbishment omo ye amane gina na so konfano chene so no omo kwa akoye bi ho obi ka say oh na any of Volta region it has been situated strategically. Obi of Volta region or kwa Accra easy, it is not tedious inti so wo share sika ekom ene aban very strategic about it. Say your center ni bi Kolebu na solid adwuma ye traveling from the Volta region to the Greater Accra region for such services. No, I don't think it's crazy. And they say obi air travel every stream aba Kumasi anything akosi bi so stream say na the northern sector no almost be nyom de now about the southern sector na and say oba Ashanti region area ho no the middle belt for no ebudu Ashanti almost be nya the Konfanoche no na ye the other side from Greater Accra to the Volta region side and so no you can go to Kolebu. So the government is being strategic how to spend and how to basically save lives. When in your man, I was a Ghana near Otinado Busan was I didn't yema MPP to me because I'm Jimmy. I'm no I'm gonna find Mick Mill eba Jubilee House and a Jankruma benum rigu some cocaine and almost say a year or minor. Now the Danko for Nebusian for Bedin Kwasiasem, me order pizza every UK and no past 7 Embo area 2 or Ghana na pizza no ye the plane the aba. That is what they came to do in Jubilee House. This is what we are talking about. The biggest punishment between the Masamwa this limited liability company, the MPP, we are not supposed to let them come close to power. This is what we call governance. Now, when we talk about a government saving lives and saying we a free primary health care buy. Now, when it comes to health care, either they don't want to be reasonable. Oh, my team said Memphis pictures and chemo. Now, how the facility is going to look like. If there's time, I am going to team. Let me put the pictures up. Cath lab, how it is going to look when they are done constructing the cath lab. Until before I go to the next story, and it's all health stories, my Memphis facility, how it is going to look. Senebaya, the Ghana for. Thank you very much, team. Ghana for ebehu asama yekano. The almost no stream besibi so asantimemu abesibi okumase no ma memfa pictures den chiro na hu edwuma NDC abai we now these are the pictures cath lab na almost this is how it's going to look like ma memfa pictures den chiro pictures in here so you see facility way na almost no stream omwia ombesi the same thing and so ewo Ashanti region to cover the northern sector for now BBC Ashanti Memuno. This is how it's going to look like. The cath lab, Akumayari Hospital now ABC the attach Konfanoche and the Tamalidiana Yombe refurbish Kolebu Diano. This is how it's going to look like. Inti, don't get it twisted. And this is all being done by Mahama Cares Foundation, Omo and a Futuana Sikane Dimno. This is what they are using it to build for Ghana for. So don't get it wrong. And you see, these projects, Siama NDC more time to be in government. In the next 40 years, we will have these kind of labs in every region, every constituency. That is how you build a nation. When you give government more time, when their focus and vision is protected, when Abaimbi and a party bibana or Unidom with him a year near more time, they are able to accomplish a debut on. And these things are not things you do in 8 years, 12 years, 16 years. These are things you give government a party more years to be able to implement into. About they say at a point in the next 16, 24, whatever years, every constituency or region has a cath lab and a Akumayari hospital. John Mahama started. Mama yama NDC for no time. Mama yama omontena so nche na omontumi fa saa pomuden mbra ye ponano na ye nyina so ye huntumi toye because yama amenom ye papa nom even young people in Ghana omokoba ni nyina no yare akomayare sebio eduane ye di ensan ye nom insu ye nom de bia ye wa akomayare nti these are very important things. These are things that we are not supposed to play with. And it's not apomuden eba apomuden NDC aban entoto ni pase. Lordina Mahama nkwa hospitals are seen a dosage MPP from Bafakuto time. It should tell you something. Lordina Mahama on Wanga Sani Bottom Sika and the foundation Sika Odesi hospitals or Ghana no maternity wards are in Ba Echo Enyomo e form ho enye omo nkwa no e does chain hospitals are NPPAC. That means say Lordina Mahama is supposed to even be leading the NPP and directing them what to do as a political party, because the Lordina Mahama in her life as an individual no so chair the MPP as a political party odi edubu ahin kofo dankwa dombo buzia ene ba fa kuta adwene boma Lordina Mahama adwene so chair omu nyina. So I should tell you Lordina Mahama bema sebio odena tena awo enyini sebio adwene eda ne tirim onim no sa bema ne ka so obekekere Ghana na Lordina Mahama adwene kan wa. You need to understand say they are ready to help. Inti ekire we Jimmy na obetumi the MPP atoto NDC ho, because Lordina Mahama as the wife of the president na meka say NPP for and for omo record in health and be compare Lordina Mahama, they cannot even do it. Now the president wife, who is basically not a health minister, the record, the track record on and building facilities around the nation and helping Emano NPP as a government cannot even equate there. Then why is anybody sitting and talking about the NPP as a political party? The NPP is filled with foolish people who only basically cloud themselves with Mikosku about anytime catch Ghana for say, so once a young girl be, young boy be, din komo in favor of NPP, a shady pananasi, shady nasi de busan na sifri, uba once an aseno, nasina betche baby o free. Majority of the people of the NPP chomo Jimmy. And so this is what the government is going to build. And then I'm say, mitimika seme fanchiramo na ubia enya idea of what we are talking about. Now, mama yendi in komo for health on say yada ho health ho dia mama yendi sa nkomo no. When it comes to health, we are Ghana near neba apomuden a. Ade ba kwa ye na eye tricky power Ghana ene. So obi wo ha oti ekrukasiem a they don't really consider omomwo nkruketwam. Hwe health ana apomuden ana baby ekwaje apomden ana ayaresabia. Se sebio we are Ghana ni na unhyedan tena se assess ya. Wankasa busa ho nipa omo asantimemu omo sebio city ana Kumasi, nipa omo nkran Accra, omo Takrade. Every single day such people are omo krum no, they complain about healthcare. Omo access to Rage Hospital, omo access to Komfanochi Teaching Hospital, omo access to Efia Nkwanta Hospital, more access to Volta Regional Hospital, more access to Tamale Teaching Hospital, more access to Bank of Ghana Hospital, UGMC, more access to Amuti Krumno. They are still complaining, say, Apomudin, Sebio, and Drew baby also do. Now, have you taken your time to now look back and ask yourself, say, how are they basically surviving when it comes to healthcare? Have you asked yourself that question? We are not able to say, the medical practitioners, and I say, nurse for the doctor for na, sebio omuye inyuma wo inkurase toa, sebio koko ekuafo, tomatoes ekuafo, ginger ekuafo, abe ekuafo, inkurase aka akranko hono wabusa ho say, den na saa nipa no, omunya den apomuden. Have you asked yourself? You haven't. So all your mind is that Saudi Accra. Now so who say ambulance go we are again say solving Ghana problems. No, there are so many places in Ghana. Sebio nipa omunya apomuden pa no omunya apomuden no, all because access to baby apomuden no ebe omo kode elekoma no sene be a ubenya ekwan kura fa so ede apomuden no akoma nipa omoto no edin. There are so many people omo doctors, nurses are you transfer omo a all because send your dear draw crab koma sebio nipa na oyare we kras no edin. There were videos there's be videos when nurses omunam insuom omunam kokwase nurse fo waka omo, they just needed a mode of transportation omo de beko sebio sankuro no so na omo tuma den akoma apomden akoma akosa nipa yare. So ekire wa adwene wo fom, ekire wa Jimmy, ekire unim se na ekikire man ena wa adwene be wo say sanana dan kwekufu adokofa tonton sansan bi be sinkran se ambulance 90% of Ghana for bufrin kurase to, none of them and ambulance be ko bukrum. And even those people with ambulances, no, the ambulance were not even working for the people. There are so many nurses Omo Ghana, they have been posted. Doctors, they cannot go to where the people are. Itube uno regional offices, almost regional hospitals, because nipa no muhia pomuden ankasa no mu nkurase. Obi asebio owo BP ewo ekurase to che ofa koko ase efa ekwan ketewa bi suko pie no obi asebio wenya diarrhea obi a onyem a ohye kurase a din kura ma ne se obetumi atena eye ka mu aba ka kwan kura ni ho obi asebio owo yare bi ntehyewa obi a owo typhoid bi a odai kura bi ase ebeye den na nurse ni because ekuro na ukomu no kasa ye nya kwan a ka mpo kohoba nipa enam eye kwantin so ana part so eno monantim femfuom ekodu krom ho. So how are you going to give healthcare to such people? These are the things that governance and I say government edwene ho sorry buso mo say ebeden ye betumi de den ye betumi ede apomuden aden akoma omo a omutua tax no. Into so you don't just look at the cities. You don't look at what is a rosary. You don't look at the fanfare. You look at solving the detailed problems. You look at solving the problems that are difficult to solve. And in a buying a different from a buying B. Inti say at Accra na eti Kumasi eti radio so any TV so a. Yeni nipa dodo na yeti TV so no radio so no. Ye maame nom ye papa nom ye nuanom mba bi ye sewan ba bi omu nyina ti nkurase aka akura nkoho. Obu ha ne kura odem ansa ne den baba beda ekwan wo se kampo menya no na sebio yare a ebo no ne BP no eku no oba tan a onyem ebia ohia hospital bi akokeke na nka ose nurse ni bi ekọ no ho doctor bi etubi kọ no ho nanso nurse ne doctor no omu hu ekwan no ponko ho moto a omu ni mu twi senior omu betuma kọ no ayedin. The mode of transportation keke no it's killing people because amamfo are not getting access to healthcare. When the government comes and says they want to take healthcare to the doorstep of the people, not the people in the city. Mamen can show the free primary healthcare, no, it is not for the people in the city. The free primary healthcare is for the people in the villages. Omo amu nkurase to. Omo amu ti eye nkurase to a din se nurse ni kura betum ebetumi anante akoho. Nurse ni kura kwa ostro se wo beka no. Omo asebio omo nyema omo hia assistance. Omo asebio omo pe eye emwa keke efri aban ho se yare bia bono ni yemu hwie wenya hypertension wenya edian eni yare opese aban boa no. Sankofo na primary healthcare no eba ma omo enye obi a oye adwuma wo bank won kran enye obi a obetumi afa Uber edi akọ rage enye obi obetumi afa Uber akọ Komfanochi enye obi obetumi afa Uber edi akọ edien eye Bank of Ghana Hospital ye pe omo asebio ansa na apomuden beba omo nsebno na omo abre eno na aban we dwene ho a ode edien primary healthcare baaye in 2026 and Ghana ni ba bi wo ha onye anadwi onim dia onye every say ekwan kura efa so ekoni krom no krampo no saa ekwan na sei it ebede na nurse aba no ho ebede na nurse na ono so te the next village na aba ho enti na aban we the free primary healthcare aba. Now mama chiro bibi, this is the reality. Opeso hu apomudin problems o Ghana reality na enie. This is why the free primary healthcare buy where Ghana ni where nipa omusu hia apomudin ebede ni amo apomudin no. Watch this. This is the reality. So all the drones about Ghana say, what the zipline drones about zipline betu ajimami we nkwa. MPP nkwa siafo no mo say, and the zipline drones by zipline betu ajimami we nkwa. MPP volume say the ambulance be seen crying, and the say, and the for the day 250 ambulance about. Some army we ambulance betu ajino. You see where they live? Obimpo na ebu omo, baby omo tino. Zip line enko honko for maami we ma hospital we yakwasia. Baby am we ko for wait no. Omo ye Ghana for mutua to. Zip line drones no. Ebetumi akofo maami we akogye ne yare akogye ne nkwa. This woman, we need to find her. We as a nation, then you also find yomo yehwehwe omo na ye de apomuden ekomo omo. How do we do it? We need to devise a plan. We need to go local. We need to make sure say we are able to go on the ground to find them. And it's not a free primary healthcare we buy. No, John Mahama did not think of a Benz ambulance in Accra. And it's not NDC for they were not thinking about a drone flying in the sky to go and save a pregnant woman, because a drone cannot save a pregnant woman on the ground. An ambulance, a Benz ambulance in Accra cannot drive into the hinterland to pick anybody. We are talking about finding real solutions to problems that are taking lives. So you need to send the nurses. You need to send the health personnel. You need to find a way to make their mode of transportation easy. Into also into there is the ambulances for the cities. But how are you going to create ambulances for the villages? How are you going to go to the villages? Because the same MPP the drones by no man kwine. The same MPP can say the drones besa yare no. Kwasia wa anya kwine into ambulance no de by na enya kwine so mfa. One, they did not construct roads, and two, they could not build any hospital. Now, John Mahama Aba and this Yaba, they need to find a way to the people who need the help in our villages. That is why this is a very important social intervention when it comes to tricycles. They call villages to find the people who need the help most. In the tricycles way, every nurse be an Ghana, they are happy and proud because such tricycles way will help enable them to get to the people in the villages. The free primary health care no amba amankan fo eba man kurase for the people who need the help the most. And ebinie so these tricycles, omo dwuma de ni sen, omo dwuma de ni se omo beko nkurase. Omo asebi omo tin nkurase a omo nten kran. Omo ben UGMC, omo hu ambulance. Omo asebi ye che ambulance no kran no, what district a omo mpo omo ni ekwan ya ekọ omo district. Omo sebi omo zip line na ankwase afokofa drone by na omo hu drone no so fa so no. These tricycles, also no, and it's and nurse for are happy because and they to me the injections, to me echo kurase with these tricycles to make sure free primary health care no, seb your Ghana form won kurase no, to abano, almost to tiatu no, saka. That is why this is important.
Video, okay. So we are done. We are done with the screening. And we are packing our logistics into our new car. That is our screen. We are packing. Work down. Danzo. A luta continua. Video, okay. So we are done. We are done with the screening. and we are packing our logistics into our new car. That is our spring. We are packing. Work down, danzo, aluta continua.
This is innovation. Now imagine, say Ghana ha nyina your sa air tricycles will be every village. And nurse for the team, omo partner, doctors, and eco village by village in your Ghana health problem. Imagine. Say constituency bia your way 50 or constituency bia na anope bia these nurses omo team eco nkurase going to give health care. Making sure say small yare na apem for ye maame mo hypertension ye mu yare na nka we ho a odwen sanka Ghana be woni anka nim nipa ya je omon kwan wo Ghana. Imagine say Abanwe every year they can bring in 200 of these things and give to every constituency. Sa 275 was so 200 and constituency no say ka constituency bia o 200 a onim de nkebesi wo Ghana. And this is what we call innovation. And let's say now, you don't get people going to Accra, going to Kumasi, putting pressure on Kofonochi. The ambulances can stay in Accra, they can stay in Kumasi, they can stay in Takrade, Takrade Juma, Accra Juma. Then these people in the hinterlands, say then they find a way to transport you to the city. And this is how you build. When abaye ni munyansa, say yenya pomudin a yentumi ko school. Yenya pomudin a yentumi ko efuom. Yenya pomudin a yentumi chichiremai no. And John Mahama strategically and mo cry John Mahama is looking out for Omamina owo ekurase no. Wa wuti Kumasi kekan kwasi asem no. Omamina otim petebuo mu no. De otie kurase na asebio kane akra ni ho no. Ono na John Mahama edwene ne ho. Enti wuti Kumasi radio so na wo ya kwasia e na kekan kwasi asem a Omame yare de ba Abanwe the tricycle na beje ne nkwa. Ne atia santimemu e na John Kuma yare ye konfo no chikro ntuma anje no. Because yene nkwasiafo no yetena Ghana ene ye mubi no yetena santimemu yene mumi na ye jimi kakra ye MPP mu no. We thought to say na ye Ghana fo. It is san kwasiade no mumi amfa nto nchen na Ghana fo munji Abanwe initiative ntum and the obi we kurase a owo apomuden owo nidaso because ochina doctor beba doctor the tricycle beba tricycle ni mu edurogum doctor betuma check the BP doctor betuma ma the duro doctor betuma ka say onyam dan hu say we dey this how ye and the healthcare akoma Ghana for ye the akoma Ghana for wo nkurase MPP ba power. All they knew was that yentena nkran ne yensa yentena nkran ne fa ambulance tontura bimbra na sa ambulance be sin nkran no adeba kwa na ye me ya and story we make in there. And I didn't want to say it, but I'll say it today. But their contribution to the development of this nation, so I'm come back okra. Maybe our Ashanti referring to Uni where they main kind of yaw. And I know this story very well because Nikuno Sebio Nabushia for minimum. I didn't want to say this. Maybe or Kumasi friend Uni or Pam uniforms. And Moka said time or 2 4. De entobua ejeje ntobua de si konfonoche no o donate sika bi ma otumfo fa ne so mo fa nkosi konfonoche mo kai sa ma me no o pe Ghana fo a o mo aboa ma ya pam school ntade and the factory kese bi wusira santimemu factory a ekire emayo ase de pamade and the o pe companies a o mo pam quality school ntade a untumi yi unije nsi nchen unim de to ma me no ma me ni kunu ko eyie okoyi o constituency bi ena maame ni kunu sebio American owo ena oba afie ena one ne yire ekọ eyie tie me Unij wa fa adwuma chen nipa bebre wa santimemu wa contribute the quota when it comes to paying taxes sebio maame no go school da enso senior wetumi aboa Ghana epeja santiman etuma fa nipa bebre adwuma no de nipa bebre ko school ankwase afọ mutumi nya sa de ni bi. This woman on the day ni kunu ba Ghana me catcho and the MPP aban Nikuruba Ghana no mukwe ye. Make sure healthcare no how important it is. Into kwase bi the ambulance be sinkran ya. No odwen se wa solve Ghana problem we Jimmy. The John Mahama ye we no na ebe sakra ebe change life. Yeah. Omukwe ye we kuro bi ase. Constituency bi. Na sebio eye heart attack. Ekonya anikunu e wo sa kuro no so. Omo sorry ahomache kofre eye NPP chairman o kuro mu a. Amukọ hospital omo say ambulance no MPP chairman na wo the fee Emma Omoko MPP chairman if you yesi papa nada. Do you know how painful this is? Asem dem pese me kada na ye me ya. Papa ni konya heart attack ro baby omko eyie no. Ena omka say ambulance na wosan kede papa ne kono MPP chairman na wo sa constituency no ambulance no wono ho. Omko papa ni fie na yesi papa nada. Unim de sie. Uni J na wafa nipa bebre djuma otua taxes chen nipa dodo Ghana no ni kunu ne wu. Asem be last year she lost her husband. The man could have been saved. Papa do we easy. MPP chairman also after to twin sin. The man just died. Ashanti region constituency. Now again say at least start tricycles will be wo and you access to nurses and come over to me resuscitate papa way keken put chip compounder. Only say papa we go nyankwa. But ya tena nkran and you see the ambulance bi aba in crime. And ankwasiafo bi de jandam. E de da Ghana for ambulance ni si chairman party chairman MPP party chairman fie. Emi yasa make same way makai ma mene yaw, but I know the story. And I felt so bad. And we had contribution a mami we aye o Ghana. Ope almost started palm school uniforms for Ghana. Mami we one of the pioneers. Right now go to Kumasi, uko hu nejuma we bie o Kumasi. Thousands of young people in Kumasi wa form ejuma. Ni kunu sebio o witi say sebio aboa. All because ni pebi at Ghana healthcare no oma kenten so. Enya party chairman hu nipa ambulance ni movie. And today this woman is there. Ni kunu na bob bra ba bedu this point. The man just died. And they kufuado. Then they the tricycles aba na etumi call every part of the nation. Sending medical care to every single part of the nation. Now head nurses for are happy. They are jubilating. They are now seeing say on my way. Say we are taking healthcare home. Na kwasi ebi to say Mahama the tricycle aba. O ambulance wanted to say save no. We drone no ebetumaje obatankwa. Kwasi afo. This is governance. When you are the man kwasi afo mo say ntwamoa mo MPP for mo say nwan. Kwasi bi to Kumase ne ma metie kurase to kwasi Kumase na otno ambulance betuma ko okrom mo a moditi Kumase radio stations so me nuanom asantefo de bi na mo agimi no a moditi Kumase radio station ne nkran radio station me question to you ne say baby a wo no mo ba na mabom kurom din baby a mo ma ame ne mo papa no mo free ne emusa wo say ukurom ambulance to me ko ho kwasi a san kwasi from the radio so no amoyo say and a tricycle me say mo betina radio so no abo ukuro mu din na abo ekurase a ma me no papa wo baby a chechire wo na ahwe say ambulance betuma akwo a mo ye say moa mo ye say ntwamoa mo ye say impunam mo ye say impunam why that pofi why the tiefimu moa mo MPP voice mo jimi and there you say when this government takes initiative about where the idea ba MPP for kwasiafo ne save wo mo and Ibrahim Mahama or the whole jet siwo or air ambulance siwo MPP MP ekufuado yakoma yareba sa play the betum enkwasiafo ma munimu nyansa everything is our politics. You are not proactive, you don't look in the future, you look at the thing. And there are more tricycles, Seba. And I will urge this government to bring in more tricycles. At least every constituency should have about 200 tricycles to be able to deploy them into the hinterland in Krasipano. MPP focus on omukoka koko for asema momo koko for na mkoto bo nkraso no ambulance we betu akọ mibusa no dompre mibusa afenyo ma kenkwasi ampanyin say bebi abuka asemo kwa santimemu ene koko for na kodi nkomo no mo ambulance na ntontura na mo de bae no ambulance be netumi kosa nkraso na koko kwedi no eni apomudin akwasea obetu ayedwuma. And this is basic fundamental a politician we jimi onim nyansa. And Otigana Beka say tricycles are not important. Hey, John Mahama and NDC will change the face of politics in Ghana. Hey, if in the next year you have 20,000 more of these tricycles in our villages, Yaria subeti wa Ghana ewo esubeti. And this will something about a accident on our roads. Hey, I'm going to be Sa ekwanya John Mahama eden nsa ekeka wa Ghana nyina ye bi double lane, trade lane ni ade no. Hey. Sa ewu a yewu o Ghana kwan so bebre no. One, we understand. Sometimes the carelessness of the drivers, but majority because of single lane roads we are using in Ghana. Say you to me a kwan no na ka omoko efa ha, any omomo ba efa ha. The probability say benya accident bi a wo say avoidable no. Ye nya. The reason why ye accidents be bre walk no so no e Ghana say ye kwan nye. That is a fact. Because driver sebio wa order sebio onya ade akura no say lane way enkwa na ekwa 3 lanes enya de odokopem car na eba no odokwa hwe nwuram. But this is the situation where a kwan na eba no 1, the air no 1, potholes was so. So if you don't fix the roads, you cannot stop the accidents on the roads. And then the be a catch Ghana for say, ye Jimmy, so mind be president be ba, aban be ba, no munim nyansa no almost solve it. Problems are very important. A moment for ya adwene and this ya by way, in fact, nyome biom do mo sabeke bia very important issues. Adebia abai eden in sabekebia adebia John Muhammad in sabekebia is something that save lives and it is very important. Enya abai is all think crying now we are napco or think crying now we are digitalization or think crying now can kwasebo abai say what to me assessa nipa brabo a protect our lives. That is the first principle of abai. What's the sum brabo now we must protect our lives. So when to man yesa what Jimmy because we got to about 2017. Now went to man born home buying Amanantanasi and Cheno Kunya road accident. Abra went to man build the quino and Manuko Wua. Sani Panwed Dinamo. And that is why John Mahama made sure say a road infrastructure one of his priorities. Time we did to me mano because Nipane Nyankwa and to man Tiasia a bed then a bino chichen or chichen for Sabaso. Say Nipane to Nyapomuding and to man Yejuma and Tanasia. Na abane to in for so you protect lives. That is the first thing. Their security, their economic security. You do it. It's Obian time Obia. The government is working. We need to support the NDC government. We need to create that room for them to work and help us. We need more tricycles, Mr. President. The Health Minister Akando, the President of the Republic, I am pleading with you guys. We need more tricycles. If you get more tricycles, you can employ nurses to just be working in our villages. You see, these tricycles can create more employment because the issue here is you get more tricycles in the system. There are people who have not been employed. You can tell them, but if you are willing to work in the village as somebody who is part of the tricycle to give this kind of primary health care, permanent, we can give you 500 for now. If you are willing, take it for now. Not time we do say we can do all these things. You better make us say, okay, there are more nurses at home. Now, this is what we are going to do. You better for nurses but they are being picked primarily to be the nurses are omuna tricycles way pretty in our hinterland. Now, they are not going to be employed full time. This is a voluntary job. You better your stipends to be. Say abani yang clear moi mutifie 2023, 2024. No, we can pick you and basically put you on casual or temp, and you'll be paid maybe 30% of the nurse for 1 year. Obian shell. So if you only baby, we will get a lot of these people enrolling on this kind of platforms and doing this kind of jobs because say Nipano juma with a tricycle no and another nurse juma no money full-time salary. So what is going to happen is every time there is an employment window, no, those people will be considered first. Into what obetu mwache say obeye sa ejuma way o ya the temporal yebema salary bia enti say omaya for mo accountant general to omokano so ugituma it means automatically when there is an opening for nurses to be employed permanently, you will be considered before anybody else. That is how you get you inside you are able to convince people to get into the health sector. So we can use this tricycle thing to help these people to also get something doing. It is not necessarily say an employee will be assisted, but I buy way better use tricycles. Like I said, tricycles 20. More person mutum show. Yentumi mausika 5,000 a month. We can give you 2,000. Your job is to go into the hinterlands and provide these services. Say opening the bar, you are going to be the first people we will consider. Are you going to take it? Government can help with your rent when you stay there. These are small things. We can use this to open the system up. With all due respect, we need more tricycles. We need a lot of these tricycles. They need to come into the system. We need to take healthcare to the people. Ghana for Muntieme, maintaining NDC with John Mahama or without John Mahama. Nipa bia John Mahama be blessing. Say yendinechi na nyanse da ditrim or the be buana manachi chireba. Let us follow that person. Let us support the person. Media maka. And yes, worship him in the church. Say oh yeah, NDC now support John Mahama's vision. There are people in the NDC ship. They are reckless people. They don't want the betterment of John Mahama. People like us, Miracle, I will not allow you. It's not just because you call yourself an NDC person and the Mauye Ubi also supported John Mahama. Where we get to know, idea Bia said John Mahama vision na you never say protected for the next 40 years. Open so distracting na. You do a punififi you want to, and this is a fact. Media Maka, if you want to be part of the ship, be part of the ship. If you want to help John Mahama fully. If you want to contribute, let us show your commitment. We don't need any half-baked commitment. That thing is dangerous. If you're not part of us, walk away. But if you're part of this administration, the vision, and what John Mahama wants to do, because I believe that John Mahama, before he will leave power in next 8 years or 12 years, whatever or whenever, John Mahama, whoever is going to take over from the NDC, will continue with the vision of John Dramani Mahama. If you decide now, and if I get to know from your utterances and your actions and even the people who follow you to prove, say, you are swaying away from the John Mahama vision, I will make sure you never see power. Principles are principles. Because you're talking about 2024, no? The idea was to keep the NDC in power for a long time to make sure our vision as a party, John Mahama's vision, Ghana for GND, it is protected, saved, and made sure say it worked for every Ghanaian in a long term. This is a long-term project, not a short-term project. So if you're not willing to be part of the long-term project of John Mahama, with or without John Mahama, no, we will make sure you don't become the leader of the party. And that is my principle. It does not matter who you are. So if you are going to support fully. Don't act as if say, oh, shipping him and to try indirectly. You cannot. And I will make sure. And rational, intelligent Ghanaians, the party grassroots, we will make them understand that it is the vision we are following, not individuals, not characters, not whatever they call it. We are following an idea that will help the Ghanaian. And that is what I worship. I can't say Ghana for John Mahama home for Papa, but I worship the intelligence in his head. Politics, that is what I support. And anybody who is in support of John Mahama's vision is somebody I will support. If I see, say now, or in the future, you try to undermine John Mahama's vision, I will undermine you and stop you from being the leader of the party. Me, I don't mince words because I have nothing to lose. I, Ekobedu, I have nothing to lose in politics. And I'll make sure I protect Ghana for and make sure the right person who is intelligent leads the party. Now, this is another story I want us to focus on. Stories in the Dawson. All right, this story too is very important. Mahamudu Bawumia Sande. In fact, before we enter into Abozege's nonsense, Alaji. Twerking no baby na wo pane yesi no alaji e hono na mebusa o alaji baby na wo pane yesi no hono mebusa se ko ranji tuma na enji tumi sa twerking part no usisi mo odin mom alaji me feel one of these days I'll bring you on my show for you to just talk to us and tell us sibia bibia cause we a good MC. In fact, me bagana bia na be event bia be mo be MC ama me alaji me feel alaji do no ana me refili din alaji dey bosoro ana dey alaji wusuru bibi da be feel papa alaji sa or 10 bi ho sa 10 no 10 no or 10 bi ba alaji is more den o say alaji or you bisigu no or wi ele wonyo na or the attire kakra so a alaji betu meku ato atwene we dem nka hwe o tu say alaji sisi se ne more den se or wi eye de bese kakra na odi eye de eye ai ele wonyo unu mele wonyo o lele wonyo kakra pete so na later kura no ohwia ataya kakra na odi so so a ene alaji beti mu alaji bijudi all right malam bijudi Malam, don't offend Allah. Don't offend Allah. Alhaji be the hard guy. Malam, Alhaji, you are a hard guy. I want to ask, Malam, have you been to Mecca yet? So I won't call Mecca. Let me know. Because of the way I like you, I can help you go to Mecca. I can fund your Mecca and make sure you go to Mecca and make the prayers, very important prayers for Ghana. Sometimes, there are some people they have life, and you can see this man. There's a lot of life in him, and so be adena utumisre Malam Horoso. Malam Horoso, minim sa wako Mecca dia. So unyanko Mecca next year, I can promise you say I can help you go to Mecca to make sure say also one unyanko pon akodin komo. People who put smile on people's face, Ayana, you don't take them for granted, and you can see there's life in him, and he's a very open-minded person. The energy and the love the young people have for him. And senia odiasa, he's a free soul, and you can see say he's also not shy of his religion. Or you'll be a oje Quran di oje Allah di sebio when it comes to fun or have a fun, and that is what I respect about him. You can see say he's a very happy soul. And if Malam Unyanko Maka, I'll try and find somebody who knows you. I'll talk to you personally, and if next year you want to go to Makkah, I can take care of the cost for you to go to Makkah peacefully, and then say the prayer you want to say to Allah, and make sure say you bring home the blessings of Allah. And so get in touch. I don't know. This assignment, I'll give it to Mr. Article of Laos Alliance TV. Shafiq, please try and find Malam Mame. Then ask him if he has been to Makkah. So on Makkah next year, I will fund his Makkah for him to go to Makkah peacefully and pray to Allah. So I don't know yet, because I'm friend Malam. Who is some friend Alhaji. So Oya Malam na onko Makanko. Ebia sometime he has been there, and Ebia Wakwaba. So God willing, next year, Mr. Shafiq, I'm giving you this assignment with all due respect, sir. Take care of this for me. Find Oya Malam for me. I want to talk to him. For him, putting smiles on people's faces alone is blessing. And you'll be able to manipasre, and you'll be able to manipa. To smile is basically opening your heart to Allah. It's very, very important. People don't know. A dark heart or a very sour heart or a very moody heart, Allah does not like such heart. And inti na debiano onyankopo ka kire say yemfa ye ni ento so Allah is the light. Inti so be to me ema wo srea. That is a sebio we be a ye de onyankopon akome ma kire wo. Srea keke etumi ma adwene boni firi ni patrim. Srea keke etuma atamfo ekabom. Srea etumi ma sebio nipa bi ehu nipa bi say ninua. Inti when people make you happy, when people put smiles on your face and you see good people with a good heart, it's always a blessing to be around such people. Inti Malam, I want to see next year, if you have not been to Makkah, I want to fund your Makkah, pay for everything, and make sure so I call safely Akwaba. Now there's this story me pese yedi hon komo and Mahamudu ena akasa. Mr. Article, take care of this for me. And before I continue this, there's something happening at Asawase, and I will advise the Interior Minister, Muntaka Mubarak. There's this Asasi issue, Ekoso. I follow the story very well, very keenly. For some reason, I don't want to be involved. I don't want to get involved in the story. Asasibia efa mamifobi ho omoba together to buy a land, and along the way they are having issues with Muntaka Mubarak, Muntaka Ji Asasinibi allegedly Ediamaneba Equity Clinic, a whole lot. There are so many people at Asawasi, they are not happy about what is going on. But respectfully, I will tell the Interior Minister that they have sent me videos of Asasina Edahwa Ewo Court na. The Interior Minister has sent contractors to be working on, and I think it is against the law. If those people working on the land, the Interior Minister, I want to small mo so munye juma oswa, unum se emra wa asasi weso, emra ewo Ghana. You are the Interior Minister. There's a reason why I'm being very nice about this, because I don't want to take sides. I want the right thing to be done. So say assassin was some more court. I was Sawasi. Na court enyambu enwiya. I don't think anybody should use their power or the powers that they have now to break a year court mrano to work on the land. So if those people working on the land, Muntaka Mubarak on our small moi sees that, let them stop working on the land. Let us try and respect each other. These are the same people who went out there to vote for you. I don't know their court Becca at the end of the day. That is why I don't want to sit here and call Muntaka say Udi for or call the woman say Omudi for. But what I'm trying to say is, let us make sure you de court mrano. Whether the woman or Muntaka, whoever, court will decide assassin, the rightful owner. But as a leader, you need to understand, say, when these kind of things happen, it gives the room for people who have been planning for years to get rid of you, with all respect, as a leader, or to take that seat from you. So at this point, I will urge the Interior Minister, Muntaka Mubarak, the same people who are on the street campaigning for you, the same woman, Samana, Omoko ye Sala, Omoko Bompaye, Ekoye campaign, no, Omo Mamenom, Omo Papanom, Omo Sewamo Asase. Just sit with them and let the right thing be done. We should allow the right thing to be done. I don't want this thing to get out of hand. And that's why I'm being very calm about this, because I don't want to judge anybody here. I don't want to be like, we are fan. There are a few things be a me study, information be a major, to make sure I am convinced before I come in and make my point on this matter. But before I will urge the Interior Minister and also urge the people and say, we should be adult, we should be matured, especially the Interior Minister Muntaka. There's a lot going on. Deliberately, because I want to give you the opportunity to solve the problem. You are the minister. You are in government. You have the power. And you have to do what is right. I am not saying why Bibi Bonnie, but you should be able to solve this problem whereby Obi Entna Baby Enka Assembly on Akumim ya is going to affect you and affect your party in government. That's all that I can say for now. So now, Mamenka Assembly Wansem. Freedom of expression is being sacrificed for political convenience. And yes, Mahamudu Bawumia, MPP for Kwasiafo no omko didi ekobu mraso no corner ho. You see, sometimes the problem I have with politicians, and then they say, some petumi anoma ye Jimmy for. And not all politicians. Some politicians, when they want power, they become so dumb and stupid. And a typical example of a politician who is dumb is Bawumia. You know why? In the first place, you ask yourself, say, Sa amranti echi omu omukoka ensem efa eye president ho ene ensem a omukoka ya ne enima abanchi omu no. You ask yourself, say, Osha emrana nkasa upon the political gymnastics going on. Ene sa nkwasi propaganda ekoso no wankasa busa ho say, de nkofo ne ye no, was it right? Because Sabo ya wa jefu Jimmy ya on the chairman abronye omukodi boniti agana mra ya chi omo no. I'm asking you Bawumia say Sabo no okofa wo yire ene wo Bawumia o picture betu social media say wo ye kremoni a wo wi preku onom nsa onum wi ene wo yire okofa ne picture betu no hye G-string say wo yire no eye uche ene di no ena sebi ojantra na no obo no gimpa. Are you going to be happy about it? I'm asking you. So it's not because you want power and Jimmy Sembia as a politician who wants power, you follow it. No. It's because these foolish people, they have committed a crime. You come out and say, our freedom of expression. Bawumia, sometimes you act like you are stupid. You are not too. You are forcing us to say you are stupid or you are dumb. And I don't want to use those words at you because you need to be 100% matured in these kind of things. And your question, penny be obeko MPP. Akojina in the name of MPP, ABB, no babejina the chi. No. The freedom of expression, it ends at a point. Because so be before wo picture, na obefa oma picture. Na obeto abon just about Bawumia omba ya autistic. Na obeye picture be betu ni pema. Are you going to be happy about it? Say Bawumia, obi before yire picture. No ka say abrante we dey do yire. Na oko introduce oba bi e kire abrante no ba no eji abrante ni free yire nsem. Na abrante ni nie ne picture nie oda oba so ana wo Bawumia o yire panyi. Are you going to be happy? That is somebody going beyond a freedom of speech. So when you are a politician, It does not mean that in the name of party, you basically follow them and make stupid statement. This is careless statement you are making. So what are you protecting here? Are you protecting the foolish people who broke the law? Abronye bedi sankwasi assembly we na ye pen achina kotunu watenenka. Abronye sat on national television, radio and TV and told Ghana for say judge ni aban assign a contract aba understanding say judge ni akromfo person obua MPP for. Are you reasonable enough to define such acts? But we actually wait Jimmy. Actually you are not smart in politics. Actually you are so daft to the point whereby enkwasi assembly na also. The question is, ask yourself, did they break the law? They can do all the gymnastics and say, yeah, buying also, and that is their problem. The question here is, why hasn't every MPP person been arrested? But also a communication, you ask yourself, did he go by the law? That is what you ask yourself first before you stupidly make a statement. They be obviously do attempt. They be obviously Jimmy. They be obviously form. You act as if so are you stupid? You should not be that stupid. You should not just make these small boys lure you to go make statements that are stupid. You are a political party head. You are the leader of the party. And if you're a leader of the party, you should make sure, say, every single person abide by the law. Because I don't think the Ghana Police Service, they are stupid to arrest anybody. I don't think the Ghana Police Service, they are stupid to arrest everybody. So did you ask them what you did? Are you sure that you did not break the law? But you see, they have moved away from that conversation. Now they are doing that emotional, sentimental. They do just emotional politics. Ya breso ya nchi obi antimenchi mekwasia. Why breso the one nchi obi ana mra ni ho, and mra no ho, and mra is being applied. So when you onya kwara biemo first na wujimi wona say abozi de wujimi o ba don't do that again. At least you have seen defeat before. At least you have been in government before. You have seen what politics is. Don't still be the old Baumia. We are not seeing any difference from you. Dadana ni Jimina and Ankurani ko Jimmy Bana so. What political convenience? Anytime Mibusa will say ende. So be sorry what Ghana. Now of our picture, I would preko so you preko I won't whiskey. I won't wigu so now we hear a G string. Now osofu be bear masha the two. Now they are to Facebook. Are you going to be happy about it? And I say Obiakofa will master will maya autistic. Sebio because of my autistic. No be a bear picture they are. Are you going to be happy about it? It's against the law. The act is there. The act is there. So why do you get up and say that is freedom of speech? Are you stupid? Sometimes no. And people ask say what's your answer free? What has happened? What's your answer be free? What happened? What's your answer be? Jimina, and you are making this small boys a Jimmy 4-way. They are still derailing you. You are not selective. You don't sit down to analyze. Oh, you'll be and Kaube releases statement say that act by these piglets are not acts that you basically support. Who we are, then maybe if you have the brains to condemn the government, you can. But you want it to look like sa act, no? You support it 100%. That makes you foolish because then what do you want to come in and protect? What do you want to come in and protect? You have no principles because now you are in opposition and you are protecting crime. You are defending stupidity. You are here telling us to say, "Obibum raswa near China." The freedom of speech is being what? Is being sacrificed. Are you crazy? You are still not intelligent when it comes to political communication. You are still daft. You are weak. And then you need to move away. Why do you know form? You were supposed to be the first person to condemn that action. You were the first person. It is obedient in the past. Or say obedient in there. Na emrani ho. Are there no laws in Ghana? You are going to come tell us to say freedom of expression is being sacrificed? Are you stupid? You don't put yourself there for every single individual to insult you. And you see, they are not smart. They are stupid. They are not intelligent. Whatever you say today, we people like us who are rational will read meanings into it and make it clear to you that whether you are making sense, you are being more foolish. It is looking like you will still want to be more foolish. You will still want us to categorize you and put you in that flesh basket. Because this, what are you trying to prove here? Who are you protecting here? Emrabe and a police buso. In your man and for the year, Abronya Bedi Sanko as a Martin and Cambium. That is what he does. Oba, no obedin kwatasem, na imrachina, no akwatete. Bola so kramai sa no motie. Bola so mponche sa no motie. Obedin kwasiasem no, onsa Abronya Bedin kwasma and cambrane chin na, ye pere na kotum, no so akwatete. That is what they do. Baumia them tells them, kwatete. And when you hear them, or you listen to them, they have moved away from the Abronya action. They are trying to do what? Trying to do this sympathetic kind of politics with Sabo Jevuna, you're trying to quote Jimmy, no? Oh, Yachi and Bono communication, Kwasiampenyi way, or Niminansa. Kwasiampenyi or Niminansa, we boom rasono. You, Baumia, you sit at home. You have low voltage. Why do you know form? Why do you say Jarry Bob? You are not smart. Inti, Omu keep you or them, some men, Sana still nothing was changing. Baumia don't speak in ya, nothing has changed. Dada na, nyanchong, toilet is someone, and kwasiake kansa. You still cannot understand political dynamics, political communication, what to say at what time, what to protect and what not to protect, how to look, how to be seen as a good a good leader. You still not learn these basic things. These are basic things you need to know, fundamentals. Sometimes you speak on issues to prove to the people that you have principle. You have no principle. And to a MPP inquire, they let me go and support. No. Nana be Jimmy way, because I'm paying you way. And now I'm now with him now. Also, untuminka otonchum, ekankwasiasem, and the political expression and the freedom of enkwasiasem. So what are you defending here? Biggest problem, and they say, battery ne shout no ready battery, they be so. That's the problem. Your company will for you did what time one me time. Me ho fa chen me so wa chen me say nipa me wosika chen the way we are me yes ke bia enti there's no way I will me town. I am telling you the truth. You can't say no bo furu mu na no akono whiskey no akoda, but we are telling you the truth. Anything oba oyire kwase ampa yin nam odena mu nduro so no me say ma ka kire no me ni wie yo Samira Baumia wallahi Samira obi ba mbodi we asram de be che na nya Samira Baumia. I swear to God Samira ni afenyo makin. The two of them, medium mokaku. She sent my catcher Samira. Sibia or Donimba, a Donu Krunus, and I'm so domimba domire. Near Besha the Obeka. Kwasiasem, you people think it's a joke. I didn't say a fool and into a crazy or party. Now, Shadia MPP for ever primaries, make a baby tremo. Make a jam say. Megachiramu say Kennedy Japan any sika ni hia no oni bride champion they need their money. Na Kennedy Japan supporters no utu omo for monte. Before primaries mekache so mbewiamo. The day before primaries mekiremu aba Baumia benya. Me nko na metumi kire exactly what Baumia will get. Ana meboa. Mahmoud Baumia and MPP, I know where their soul is. They cannot escape it. They are done. Menkwani nipa metumi kire exactly ababa omiabenya in the elections, and I gave it to you people raw number and because I know the soul of the party. I control it. I know every single thing in and out of the party. Nobody in the party can evade me, my scrutiny. Nobody. And I know how this party is going to end. I know. And Mumusa Samira knows. Mumusa Samira say I don't know. She knows I know. Let me tell you, Baumia has made a personal and private visit to Kennedy Japan on how to unite MPP and win power in 2028. Samia Wuku say, on ne kasama Baumia kasama foro kahombi. Or say, Mahamudu Baumia kwasra Kennedy Japan. Sorry guys, sorry. Or say, Mahamudu Baumia akosra Kennedy Japan. Ewo ni fie kukuam. Ene Kennedy akodi nkomo se ombra na yenka party ni mbom na one na yere ni wini power. Samia Wuku na eka o se we enye secret. Mahamudu Baumia na ama no ho kwan se ombeka nkyere. Baumia ko kukuam ene Kennedy akoye meeting. Me catch them from the beginning say Kennedy, it was about his money. 2024. And I'm catching say Kennedy is a businessman and I respect him for that. Onya kwasia. Ohie sika a complete Nicole store business. the steel factory. He needs money. Sa election where na rig it. Me catch Kennedy from the beginning said they will rig it. And I even knew about Baumia Benya because whatever Baumia does or then I know. But Kennedy didn't listen to me. And you see, Kennedy Japo and Nipebia. Sometimes Oma nakuma odidi Nipebia chia sebi odonipano e deceiving. All the MPs are nobody Baumiechi. They had gotten help from Kennedy before. But you see, they knew that Kennedy will be a Sebio omudi to me mana part no omun to me the umpeso ye. Because Kennedy want to click or do mobile almost be damage. And the Kennedy didn't click they will also make sure they protect Baumia and rig the elections. Now, my man can't show on authority. The meeting between Kennedy and Baumia, and this is what happened. Kennedy Japan is telling them, say he spent a lot of money on the elections. In fact, let me give you the exact amount. Kennedy Japan, Baumia Kono, Okache Baumia say he is not interested in MPP, whether he wins or MPP loses. But if he's going to make any public statement and basically convince the base, to follow Baumia 2028, he will need some agreement done. Now that is why Baumia has not been able to come out publicly himself to tell you, say, only Kennedy a meeting, and that is why you never saw a picture or a video of Kennedy Baumia in a meeting or exchanging pleasantries. No, because the agreement is Kennedy Baumia said he spent 1.2 billion cedis on the elections. Okache Mahmoud Baumia said the amount of money he spent on the elections was 1.2 billion Ghana cedis, and that he will only 1.2 billion. Now, Okachan say that in dollars, $92 million. That is the amount of money Kennedy Japan spent on the elections. Okachan Baumia say he knows they rigged the elections. Brandon Champon Sunim said they rigged the elections. He needs that his $92 million back. And that if they can sign a document for Baumia to pay 60% of the $92 million, he will start campaigning for Baumia. Now, this statement I can't catch about Baumia, and then more general. And in terms of Samia say, Baumia has made a personal and private visit to Kennedy. Kennedy is asking for his money or spending 1.2 billion Ghana cedis. In dollar terms, $92 million. Now, Kennedy is saying, first, he needs about $40 million on the table. Out of the 92 million, Baumia should pay $40 million before he will even come out and recognize Baumia as the leader of the NPP. So right now, Baumia needs to make sure, we're to raise $40 million in the minimum here before Kennedy will come out and speak. And until Baumia raises the $40 million, Kennedy will never. But I know Kennedy Japan supporters, because you see, from the beginning, Kennedy say, tell the supporters the truth. You are into this because of business. It is about money. It is not about them. It is not about Baumia. It is not about MPP. It's about you building your finances. Because Ande Kufuado, you were all over the place telling Ghana for so So the little money that is left, you were supposed to tell your followers and say, it is not about power. It is about you getting your money back. It's right now as we speak. $92 million and a Kennedy Akache Baumia say he needs back. Now remember, Brandon Champon Yan Canadian. Brandon Champon, Onyan Biena no enka or no sika or shre. In this kaya, the day na almost about Baumia winning our stage, Brandon Champon can send me check Kennedy. Kennedy can send me check Brandon Champon and a Brandon Champon, yes, shocked. That was the amount he was telling him. That this is the amount I have spent and they have rigged the elections. Because the day before, maybe catch them exactly figure about Benya. In fact, what they did was that they had to drop a figure 1 point. Send a beya they will not say say Kevin Taylor figure now kind and one about me. I know what Bawumia will get in 2028. I know what Mahmoud Bawumia will get in 2028. I can tell you today. I know what he will get. With or without Mahama, I know what Bawumia will get. And he cannot escape it because it has been tied to his destiny. And Bawumia's numbers, it has been tied to his destiny. He cannot escape it. Anybody who tries to separate that number from Bawumia, he will end up destroying Bawumia, and you might not even see Bawumia survive. I'm telling you, because it has been tied to Bawumia's destiny. And I know Bawumia's numbers. So this is what is going on. Into Kennedy is saying he spent $92 million. Or he have $40 million now to prove say or be support now. Now when the other part of the party be support now. 52 now they will give it to you before election 2028. That is why they are still where they are. So the day you hear Kennedy Japan come out to tell the base, or the supporters and say, oh, a party back, Moma support, because right now Kennedy is going to make vague statements. Do you know what vague statements are? He's going to speak like party there, a good party pa, Moma Obiando party. No, he's never going to be specific that vote for Bawumia and let Bawumia lead on until the 40 million is paid. Kennedy is going to make vague statements. And Obati be to say, party there, your party no, MPP there, a better chair NDC, obey our statement, he will never officially, boldly have a one-on-one or stand on any stage and say, go and vote for Bawumia to be president. Never until the $40 million hits his account. And who is Kennedy using? He's using his supporters. The people who put their lives on the line to argue, defend, campaign for Kennedy. Those are the people Kennedy is using. And I'm giving you the clue today. From Endako, Kennedy will start making statements. Take your time very well and listen to his statements. Until Bawumia hands over the $40 million to Kennedy, all his statements are going to be vague. You can say vague, because he does not want to campaign for Bawumia until the 40 million, the 92 million, or 40 million before August 2026. Before August 2026, Bawumia needs to pay the $40 million. Bawumia has money. They have agreed. They have agreed to pay that money. So he's waiting. Or change Sasikano. It's from Wenda Kono. So what is the Kennedy MPP Asama? He is going to talk about the founding fathers. He's going to talk about party there. Yama Ghana for Nina or see Nina ya do party no Ombiena no da enka say mo Ghana for mo MPP for Muntie me Kennedy. Na yam for support Bawumia. He will never do it. The day he will make that statement, not that day they have paid the $40 million. All right. Now, there is also another story, very important. We have done 2 hours, 51 minutes. Convict won to me. And the chairman won to me. Law court to catch and say, Omra, no maybe the defense. Or ye wagadre azan on peso beye. The attorney general the nasa bin good table so. In some of the two chairman won to me so nyina wakani nyina the witnesses nyina aba. Yes, a chairman won to me, be you one no say asema attorney general king or boana omwa. First one, chairman won to me call say on tiasie. Ena ebubu no say still brand be you one no the attorney general there be two tables so e wo court na or din adanse for aba no be kiremu say adanse no boa attorney general boa fa wo so ngina so bra chairman won to me ye kokwasa on the lawyers now nim and attorney general kokodo say chairman won to me o senke na oba court na order the defense obebie ni defense na so our witnesses are on for witnesses nemra na mo make say ampa the attorney general kind oboa ye na ye adanse former chairman won to me asem we enya no kre we enya no kre no ebesi nne ende chairman won to me bra court no wamba oba court a wamfa adanse amba ono so wambebie the defense and attorney general catch a judge not akonyum say judge chinitum because chairman won to me a delay Ghana for time or say yesika because today they went to court number so no resource sika etua judge no sika etua attorney general sika ye spend ye no ye taxpayers ni na etua attorney general say madam judge Mr. Judge akwano always see a time about 3 weeks ago and I catch say ombie the case ever seen there ontumi mie Chinitum because eno na me catch out that nyina say my me case we and me case nyina ngina so say wabo Ghana kro no we di e bone chinitum. Now omo free court no and the judge ne say my chairman want to meet to the 5th of May. Chairman want to mra embe be the defense or else or the judgment beba. Now you pay free court no and a chairman want to me lawyer. Unim the problem, munti any problem.
That statement is very unfortunate. Indeed, it is prejudicial for the AG to have made that statement that the court should continue to convict the accused persons. It is very unfortunate, especially coming from the Attorney General who doubles as the Minister for Justice. He forgets that the justice system needs an Attorney General and a Minister of Justice who will preside over fair and trials and fair decisions from the courts. But this, we have an Attorney General who is trying for the court to convict an accused person who has not been opening his defense. So it's a very unfortunate statement on the coming of an Attorney General who is in a hurry to seek conviction of somebody in criminal trial.
But it was born from the fact that the defense lawyers failed, for want of a better word, to file their defense as was directed or ordered by the court.
The defense lawyers did not file the witness statement as of choice, not we failed, because we have a process before the Court of Appeal whose determination will affect the procedure or the proceedings. So it is incumbent on us to take full advantage of opportunities available to us as defense lawyers in a criminal trial. And this is something that happens all the time, that if a decision comes from a lower court and you are dissatisfied with the decision, the opportunities are there for you to go up to a higher court, which is the Court of Appeal, to file the necessary process to seek justice. So we did everything allowed by law, and that we had opportunities. And don't forget that the Constitution has a provision that accused persons must be given adequate time, preparation, and even resources to be able to defend themselves when they are before a trial court. So the defense team, in their wisdom, decided that we have to file, repeat the application at the Court of Appeal, which we did. And having filed it, we thought that it was necessary for the court to stay until that application is heard in the Court of Appeal.
What did you say? Yeah, Jimmy Kakra. You court no you busa chema wutimi lawyer. So lawyer. O client yi o se odibem. O me kire na asem a kire se odibem a. Adenti na nde wontu manye. O se o ono de e ne yakrampo say your brofu be a friend pre-judicial. Pre-judicial say kire say o se onte ase say and the Attorney General na begina court ka che judge say ono de papa mu no in some of the abedu court ede ne nsem yegu table no so no yenche wuntumi ntum so on TV da adenti na o so Attorney General ne kasa nti the Court of Appeal the all kanyina na so on tiase na Attorney General ne gina court no from day one no the enti na Attorney General gina court we yakwasea. Then what are you trying to say Attorney General no he is not supposed to call for the conviction of Wuntumi or say adenti na o so Attorney General no e ka kire court say Wuntumi entumi bie the defense a yemfa Wuntumi nkotum o so on tiase Ghana Attorney General de nisan koye saa Adentina Attorney General to me say yenche the client nintum na abuofunu oyes Attorney General oba court no say wuntumi ho fenti na oba court ara say be wuntumi oyajimi a ne be ma hwe left ne na hwe left and ne ni hwe left ntina oba court na the Attorney General is in court to convict wuntumi. The reason why the Attorney General is in court every day with Chairman Wuntumi is to make sure Wuntumi is arrested, is convicted, is jailed, and then in the principle to our court. And if today the Attorney General is telling the judge, say, Aqua went to be the defense, Chinituma, Apia could be himself, watchman, Nasi say, I on Tiasie. Now, all Casano, and a journalist for say, now a chairman, o clienty, Sebio also be the defense. Oh, when said defense or Bola Suli on Pesobeye, I mean, who honestly defense in Emma Attorney General Eka Court to say, Chinituma, also Dabi. At the end of the day, yeah, case we were appeals court. In fact, time I can't chairman want to be MBA defense no. Judge no take case no so can say ampa MBA no. Chairman want to be appeal kubesa no monti omwas into the assembly court appeals court. Or see assembly appeals court into or say see there any so be any defense na also oko appeals court no ko tie the appeals court ne beka. Ansa no ma ba be chairman want to be defense. And nintina omo MBA omo defense no. Na sebio emra no kura kire say the assembly to obi so na say sebio assembly no omo kire ne ho ase a e say oman no ma nipa no emre na oman no sama nipa no akade na oman no ma nipa no sebio mrema otumi dada no ho ye de opeso ye akwaya boa afi wo de omo ye they are frustrating the court. They are looking at the loopholes in the system. Anytime catcher will say South Ghana can say abandoning person prosecutor I also okay because at this moment, who is delaying the case? It is Chairman Wontumi. It is Apia Kubi because they know Chairman Wontumi is guilty. Because that case now, Judge Nika say, still, Chairman won't be the defense. Almost someone tears into appeals court for interpretation. The question here is, so would it be you will still open your defense and prove to the court to say your client is not guilty. But because they can't open their defense, to say the Attorney General can they are trying to hide behind your appeal into your appeal. At this point, are you going to blame the Attorney General or you are going to blame the judicial system? You are blaming the judicial system because the criminals know the loopholes in our judicial system. Until they are taking advantage of it. Until Apia Kubi Chairman won't be lawyer now. Or say we are taking advantage. Because someone will say our judicial system is weak. Someone will say they can dilly-dally. They can lie their way out. And until right now they are saying they are not going to open their defense and that they are going to appeals court. Because Chairman won't know general also he's not guilty. Now, as a judge say he's insisting, Chairman won't me MBA the defense, the NT or also no now Chairman won't me is not bold enough to open his case because your boldness in opening your case shows how you not guilty you are because you can prove beyond reasonable doubt that you can punch holes into the Attorney General statement and his witness statement. But because Apia Kubidi Chairman won't me, they know they cannot punch holes in Attorney General's tight case. They are now relying on using the appeals court to delay the case. It's in a normal day, Senka Chairman won't to me and using the appeals court as an excuse. Uncle send Uncle say convicted Chairman won't to me because he has failed to open his defense twice. Why are we here? Are you going to blame the government? Are you going to blame the Attorney General? You can't blame them because the Attorney General has done his job. Now it's left with the court to make sure that a decision is made. Now, Chairman Wontumi and Apia Kubi are using the same court that is supposed to be fair in trials as we sit here. Entire then yetna man there obitina radio so TV so can say I have a problem with the Attorney General. I am not saying the Attorney General is perfect. There are some things that Attorney General does that frustrates everybody. But when the Attorney General does his job or their job, we need to also justify the reason why I need to say blame Womo. The criminals always find ways to find ways to do what? Take advantage of the judicial system, our court processes. That is what you are seeing today. That is what you are seeing today. And remember, politicians, court not and you see, an internal MPP, Kwasiebi or semi law school, Kwasiebi or semi lawyer. What they do is that they are not going to law to defend people. They are going to law school. They don't go to law school to go and defend anybody or make sure they do the right thing. No. They are going to law school to find loopholes in our judicial system or our court system to protect themselves as criminals. And that is what the MPP lawyers do. Into Ekufuado is a lawyer. Ekufuado, a lawyer. He said he was a lawyer because he wanted to be in that fraternity so that they can take advantage of the judicial system or the court system to defend their criminal acts. Into politicians going into law. They are not going to law to come and serve. They are going to law to go look for the loopholes to protect their criminal deeds. And Apia Kubi is also protecting another criminal politician. Until every day he will come and start to look for the loopholes and say, Yako appeals, this is not right. We don't understand this. But he knows the judgment is right before him. In way a fast track court and Kachema and then say convict because if you don't open your defense, the judge has no option than to make sure he does what he writes his judgment. Why is he failing to write come up with his defense? He does not have defense. The case the Attorney General presented is airtight. Right now, what they are doing is they are doing some machinations behind the scenes to see, they will get some people to change their mind. They are doing some things behind the scenes. This is when the money paying comes in. This is where the bribery, the corruption comes in. This is where they call, oh, Papa Kufuor, can you call this judge? This is where they say, oh, Papa Kufuor, over to the. This is what they are doing behind the scenes. This is where they use their so-called statesmen to convince judges, convince people in charge. This is when they use the money they have stolen to do what? To shift the cases. He's going to use the influence of some ex-presidents, some ex-statesmen, some statesmen. He's going to use the influence of some pastors. This is where he needs to use money to save himself. This is where they are. So, Apia Kubi is going to mark time. And every day he marks time, he tells Chairman to me, bring more money. May try to convince this person. When person case is too sensitive. Kevin tell the judge and the credibility is on the line. She doesn't or he doesn't want to understand. The people who work with him. The second. So this is where the chess comes in. Chess no more bono. This is where the chess come in. The criminal chess, and this chess can go on for years. And you'll be sitting there and saying, I didn't because this is where Asikana Uria, he's using it. And you see, Apia Kubi, this is where he needs to make his money. So I don't expect the judge to basically postpone this case on the 5th of April and May. This case needs to end. Such a amount to be on the 5th when be the defense. This case needs to end. And on the 5th of May, say judge way, and to me and the case way, and actually want to me and be the defense. I'll come put the judge's picture up here. And we all need to question the judge. Because for about 2 times, Chairman Wontumi has failed to open his defense. Because from the judge's own judgment, he is very convinced that Chairman Wontumi needs to open his defense. Whatever happens in appeals court, the judge does not care. Chairman Wontumi, if he knows he's not guilty, he will open his defense, even if the case is at appeals court. Why is he using the appeals court as a distraction, as basically an obstacle to avoid opening his case? Court shoots down Edubuahin's attempt to disguise his private company's receipt as that of National Signals Bureau. Edubuahin and the court, Edubuahin kofa a year receipt to be by. And the bachelor court to say, oh, we are national security for National Signal Bureau for omu receipt ya troye. And I court said that be sa receipt we a whole company receipt. Because also Edubuahin will be a company, no. Obi the company the same name at that National Signal Bureaus no obi the same company and the same name too so and the Edubuahin try so be and say or the a fake receipt na person obey replace or the be replace the National Signal Bureau for receipt no catch court say sa receipt we enya me dia a National Signal Bureau for dia and a court say obo ya che no and a court case sa receipt no monje. And remember, Edubuahin will go to appeals court on this judgment if there was a judgment on this. Sadly, way, Edubuahin's lawyers will go to appeals court and say they want explanation from appeals court. Adentina, judge not yakunyumuno, while rejecting receipt. That is what they do. It's the loopholes in the judicial system, the loopholes in the court system. That is our problem as a nation. And politicians know that. Ayadea omayache. They have been stealing from us for a long time. They have studied the system. Hey, all the criminal cases in court now, almost 1 step, they will take 4 steps back. And it's not the fault of the Attorney General. It's not the fault of the state. It is because our judicial system is weak. Our court system is weak. It is because they know. All the criminal cases you are looking at, every day they take a step forward, they will take 4 steps back. All because they know the appeals court is there for them. Within a case, a judge will make a determination or a judge will rule on something. Everything the judge rules on, which is against them or not in their favor, they will go to appeals court. And imagine, talking about just receipts alone, onyanko, other things. So receipts alone, when the judge rules on 7 things, Edubuahin them will go to appeals court 7 times. Now, appeals court is not sitting there just with Edubuahin. There are other cases the appeals court is doing. So what is going to happen is now the case starts to stall. They start to wait, the case start to drag. Case and between these 6 months, then this guy can be in court for 3 years. Then you're going to blame the Attorney General. What has the Attorney General done? enti ene edubu ahiwe ede receipt a eye ono ne company receipt e be kire court say sa receipt na nya ono ne company receipt na mom National Signal Bureau for there e no mo kire no e na judge ne say da bi yenji sa receipt we. So you can see they know what they are doing, and you see this alone they can say no, it is for a national security. No, it is this. Okay, so then we are going to appeals court. And that's what they do. That is what they do. They are going to use the court against us, the people. They are going to waste our time in a court because all that the Attorney General can do is to present our case as a nation, present our evidence, present our witnesses, and say, these are my cases, these are my witnesses, this is what I have. It is up to them to defend themselves. They will not open defense. They will still go back to appeals court on every single evidence the Attorney General puts before the court, because that is their strategy of delaying cases. They have the money. So criminal politicians, the first year or two, or sometimes the third year, because they have money and their lawyers know so they go to appeals court easily. Because when there's a case in the high court, now judgment to be aba case in appeals court, your lawyer will say yes, let's go, because the lawyer is being paid by the hour. He's being paid. The more you delay the cases, the lawyer makes more money. So no lawyer will tell you not to go to appeals court. Now remember, going to appeals court is a lot of money. Now you are going to file, you are going to pay the lawyer his time, his firm, how many hours they spend on the appeals court case, just for the appeal, Because you have money, the lawyer too will just basically tell you, let's go to appeals court. Now they start to get wise after a year or two or three, when they get to know that the appeals decisions no more appeals court any lawyer almost start say sape that you say they stop to go to appeals court. So you see 3 lawyers about have 2 lawyers, or you see 2 lawyers about have 1 lawyer, because now they are depleting their resources, they are depleting the money. And so what's the criminal cases after 2.5 years, now you could see the accused they don't go to appeals court again. The accused their lawyers drop. A3 anaka 2, A2 anaka 1. The appeals, almost have a form. Then they are facing the case because the money na go na from the beginning. Because Obi say give to worry, Obi to appeals court for 2 years. Yes. Obi say cheba won to me, Obi to appeals court for 2 years to 2.5 years. Saga we sika, Obi to me appeals court for 2-3 years. All because there's money. And the more money you have, the more the more you can slow down a case, the more you can frustrate the court. Into these people, in this first year, second year, it's not going to be easy for the Attorney General. No. They have the money. They have the money to stall the case. They have the money to slow the case down. They have the money to go to appeals. Because so you see 3 lawyers, or call appeals court, he will pay all the 3 lawyers. Or baby appeals, he has money. Si can start to say sample, no I tell lawyer and back so now I 2. Afe oh no I tell lawyer and so how about now on you're interested in appeals court to be. Then it starts the interjection. I am sick. I want medical leave. My client is not doing well. On appeals court too. Both are a lawyer and I start to catch a judge. My client cannot come today because he's not well. He has a doctor's report because now he has to use doctor's report, fake reports, not to come to court. He cannot go back to appeals court because it is money. Into Omono, after 2.5 years, that is when they get to know their money is being depleted. A hono musa lawyers need dio musika. A hono start to use it health their excuses to drag cases. So they have a strategy. Chebia, oboza chema wuntu bisubeka so yare. Yes. And Chebia give to our Rebecca so yare. And Chebia oboza edubo and subeka so yare. Now they will not go to appeals court again because Oma is exhausted. The moment you want to go to appeals court, it is money. Now ocheki sika or send na sikanesa into right now lawyer write a letter and tell the court that I am going to London for a medical checkup. Tell the court that I am sick, I am not doing well. And we have seen this game play over and over, and that's how it works. Now you are understanding political prosecution. I don't know, and they know it, and that is what they do. These are things they do to frustrate government, to frustrate the court. Imagine, remember, court this will break, so the court breaks. Sometimes they go on about 4-month break. Sometimes judges sitting on case, they have to attend to medical issues. Sometimes some miscellaneous things happen. So you need to understand That is why we need a fast track court. Their job is to make sure a case in delay because the judge be able slower. There's another judge to replace you in 24 hours to take over the case. Anything I may say, the Chief Justice should embrace AI. We should also allow the tools to help us in our court. We should use the system well. We should make sure, say, judges are on time. We are getting enough judges to sit on cases quickly. Because the idea of one judge sitting on 10 cases, and why you need to get enough judges in there. You need to make sure the judges are given assignments, little assignments. One judge, 2 cases, make sure within 2 months you are finished. But ultimately, one judge, 7 cases, not medical leave, not 7 cases to work. We need to try and find a way to ease the system. The system is choked. The way we have set it up is not helping us. And Monsha Assembia is Ghana a yet dangerous being sida. Godfrey Dame. Godfrey Dame otumi sora no pa na or shopping for judges. Otumi shopping for judges. Otumi sora no atro list of judges. Also we Godfrey Dame no ya attorney general no. And the Godfrey Dame catch say judges risk denting judicial independence. Godfrey Dame was a former attorney general who was caught on tape. Godfrey Dame yet wo tape so na wako Supreme Court judge ho or catch and say sebio obi nkodi atron to obi so na onjeli ni Godfrey Dame Ghana na yejimi anka o obi ti say Iran anka hange no Godfrey Dame ewrade and the Godfrey Dame catch say and judges no omo nyom adwuma ye enye say omo say the judicial independence no omo ngasa ndi omo ye adwuma no ye nso Godfrey Dame Ghana na yejimi ekuro anka Godfrey Dame ko jail Godfrey Dame everything about judges lawyers we boom rabiaso ekuro anka be gene law certificate de free nsem. This is a disgusting human being. Mesenko Irana anka de besane ahoma so na aka chen so oma ne nan mi nyina nsi fom ba ku besi ba ku nsi we nko wudadada anka oma hange no we. But today, because of the so-called democracy we enjoy in Ghana, kwase bia di eboni wi no asa kwatena sidelines no kan kwase asem na oto ayampia Godfrey Dame me say anka Iran or wa anka be hange no na anka ama kase unforcing for the 9 million nsi from the same time kon to me nye anka dia homa be so no kon Iran no kopie ya. This is a criminal guy. This is a corrupt attorney general. Me say anka Iran no kopie ya anka dia homa be so no kon ne da so dua so ne kan say unforcing 9 million nsi from at the same time on to me nye. But you see, we sit in Ghana and every foolish person commits crimes, fool around. We caught this guy on tape. An accused person. He negotiating with an accused person. So Obinko Chantro, this idiot. Because I'm paying you with a honey and I'm Ghana for catch the MPP for say, Godfrey Dame a lawyer. Ye Jimintra. This guy, when he was an attorney general, from what we saw, the 5 days of Godfrey Dame, I attending ka tape or ne accused person and negotiating to convince going to Supreme Court judge's house no e krobia so anka case bia Godfrey Dame handle bia no nke betwam. This guy illegally found ways to prosecute people illegally based on what we heard on tape. Kwasi he has jailed people for no reason. There were people Godfrey Dame as the prosecutor jailed na a personal omundi boni bia per what we had on the tape. Kwasi we in Ghana. Me see anka o Irana anka da homa be so no kon near the number form say unfortunately 9 million see form at the same time all to me nye. Kwasi asem ne te Ghana. Ya so some kwasi asem so because democracy is not good for the black man. Akwa we nya kukuduro ka che say and the court no ne nye no mu guom hu ni ma say Godfrey Dame. This is a guy who snitched on Gloria Kufu. Saame Kufu ado pamo Gloria Kufu resigning because he wanted to just jail people he doesn't like. Me say, ye niminyansa nkekro ya papa. Anka case bia Godfrey Dame ya attorney general every time MPP lose power nke betwa case nya obi ejeli bia nke de befie. This guy goes around shopping for judges. He shops for judges. We are madam for we mbeso ye djuma we mame. This guy Kufu sent me to make you do this. Godfrey Dame. Ewrade yapon. Akwa we ewrade. Tomorrow we will meet. We will discuss Ghana. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers. Abuache. Gigi.
Yo! We're your best fishermen. No, no, no. No answer mine. Abuache. will for Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, it will be Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, it will do a Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan. Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? Why you're yet? Super, why round what? It will for Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, it will be Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, it will do a Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, it will be Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan, Belgium Pan. Why you're yet? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're yet? Why round what? I want it. Original. I will move for Belgium Pan. I want me to Belgium Pan. Where you mind? Don't crumba.